There we go.
All
We're
right.
in.
All right,
Here
we're
we
here.
are, here we are.
Oh, wait, I still gotta. I need
We're
the
in
noise.
cheers. We ask
here we go,
all
here we go.
guests this question. It's our favorite question. What's this podcast called?
We're here today.
Yay!
We're here today, episode
here
1
today.
podcast. Welcome back. We're joined by our next door neighbors here at our rehearsal space. These are two of the members of Idyllwild.
I just figure out how to spell their name
upcoming
today.
band.
Can you tell the folks your name, what you do? How many people are there? Because
There's
we see
5 of us, right?
We're a 5-piece, yeah. And so I'm the singer. This is our bassist.
I play bass.
And we have 2 guitarists. One's my brother, and then 2 other friends, childhood friends I've known for a long time. And we have another guitarist and drummer.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, now okay, before I start already talking to you about how long you've been playing with your brother, when'd you start playing? Okay, this is brought to us right now by the Sierra Nevada Hazy.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
Because
Hazy little thing.
you guys brought this. This is your choice.
It's a beverage of choice.
This is the first time we've had a guest bring something.
Yeah, we usually force the guest to choose something.
to choose something, and then we'll bring it.
But
you said no, we're bringing it.
Yeah,
And
we
so-
didn't want to
great.
deal with
These are great.
your inferior beverages.
sorry.
Mm-mm.
We literally would have
You could
gotten
drug our beer,
anything.
so we
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
be safe.
We didn't want to get roofied. Yeah.
There you go.
It was good
You
control. I
wanted,
understand.
you wanted to give us your COVID before we gave
Yeah,
you
yeah,
the sneak attack. I appreciate
I choose
that.
my fate.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, well then, how long have you two been playing together?
We've been playing music for probably a year and a half now. I
Getting
want to say
close
about
to
a year and a half. Yeah, about a year and a half. Yeah.
How'd
Yeah.
you meet up?
Robbie, he actually knew our drummer, Robbie.
All right, drummer Robbie. All right, now run me from the top again. Sorry.
So there's me, Daniel, singer. There's my brother, Jack, lead guitarist. There's Julian, rhythm guitarist.
And Julian and Jack kind of
They switch off. Yeah, there's no
It's like,
lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess my brother,
They're both
guitarist. Julian, don't ever interrupt me again. No, but Shane plays bass, and then Robbie is the drummer. So Robbie knew Shane, and
Yeah, I used to buy weed from Robbie. Yeah.
and I used to buy weed from
Yeah.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
The
you
herb
did.
that brings us all
Exactly, yeah.
together. Yeah.
yeah. And so just all met through that, and met Shane at first. And at first, my brother and I were reluctant. Like, I don't know if we want to add someone else in the band.
Right.
What's this guy? Yeah.
Yada yada. Like, and
Bands, dude.
we play,
Yeah,
and
bands.
it's just trying to get it coordinated. But honestly, added Shane, and it's been one of the best additions
We're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the band that we could have had.
Yeah, fuck yeah. No, it's been fun.
Oh yeah.
So now that it's been like a year and a half.
About a year and a half. Yeah.
So is it totally different with a new member? You know, on an instrument that, I mean, as a 3-piece, if we change someone, everything changes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's totally
Everything
different. Yeah.
changes.
Well, yeah, the whole dynamic changed because Julian's
Julian-
on guitar now. So there's-
Gotcha.
So Julian
So,
actually used to play
he
bass.
used to play
So
bass.
then you even got a new guitarist.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah,
and
so-
added a guitar player.
So yeah, Julian's versatile like that. So Julian then stepped up to do guitar, which honestly just we jammed a couple times, and it took a couple adjustment practices, and then sorry, and then after that,
Completely
Truth.
unprofessional.
Into
Cut
the
it,
mic.
cut it off.
The truth.
you should smell it. But
Dude, I do smell that.
shit.
YouTube smell of it coming soon. Coming soon.
Scratch and sniff. Yeah.
Yeah. So then Shane joined, and
I guarantee no one can hear you right now. I guarantee it.
so
If you want to,
Yeah, if you
want
want to
bring
kick
it
back,
with
just
you.
bring it back with
Yeah.
Get comfy with it. It's it's like $1. Don't worry.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
a couple dollars. 300.
So yeah, so Shane joined us, and then it just kind of changed the dynamic because
Totally.
Julian was playing guitar and my brother and him were now switching off on parts, and
Yeah, like you got to rewrite everything.
it's
'Cause
and-
now you went from a lead guitarist that's really just a guitarist to now we have to make a lead and a rhythm guitarist.
yeah,
Yeah.
Before it's like, hey, play what's going to fill out the music with the guitar.
yeah.
It's great though because Jack and Julian they really kind of ping off of each other real
That's
well.
sick.
You know.
Yeah, that's
Well,
Really
that's great.
well.
As as a what was a bass guitar
Yeah.
relationship is now just 2 guitars. And like, oh, great.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure your feel is totally different because
Yo, yeah.
bassist.
Oh, dude, like Julian and I have like totally different.
Julian
playing
finger
styles.
picks where
Yeah.
Shane uses a guitar
Yeah.
pick.
Gotcha.
So-
I'm picking,
Rock and
and like
roll.
even just like
Yeah.
as like just as like sort of theory with strings too. So like Julian's kind of rocking like the James Jamerson, like never change my strings. Like I'm on flat wound,
Sure.
you know. But like I love like a good like round wound, you know, like those roto sounds, just super punchy, poppy, you know.
Yeah, totally.
I'm a flat wound dude.
I'm really
Yeah.
shit
With
at
the flat wound?
strumming.
Yeah.
With the pick.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm really shit at strumming instruments, and I broke his dad's string that his dad had
I was
over.
actually there that night. That was the
I broke
fucking
his dad's
first
string
time I
on his
met you,
bass
yeah.
guitar that he'd had
Yeah.
over 15 years.
Oh no!
I didn't even know. I wasn't even aware that someone would hold
Dude,
it, and I guess it gets a really sweet sound,
no.
and I fucking ruined that for him.
Carlos Santana.
Sorry, Mr. Cabisi.
Like breathed on those strings. How could you?
Yeah, exactly.
I think
Yeah.
I've broken like 5 bass strings in my life, and 4 of them have been an E string. Like
Really?
the fat
I broke the E
string.
too.
That's
yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, just always ripped the fucking butt end out of it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
I did it in the middle of one of our sets and replaced it.
Yeah, it's because you play with your dick out.
yeah.
And then there goes the E. Another one gone.
Fuck,
dude,
not again.
So
Nick.
sharp. The dick's so
Yeah,
sharp.
it's
it
not that
cuts
it's hard.
the
It's
string.
actually sharp.
Yeah.
Keep it in your
So
pants,
it'll cut
man.
through
Yeah.
pretty much anything.
He was definitely playing an E sharp. That's for sure.
D sharp.
D sharp. Yeah.
D sharp.
Dick sharp.
Don't get in an argument with it.
No,
It'll
never.
fucking.
Don't ever. So how
I'll get
long
you.
have you been playing then with your brother? I guess forever.
Yeah, my brother started playing guitar at 12.
Gotcha.
We had a family vacation to Florida, and we had always like messed around and stuff, and so I was like 12 at the time, and my brother was 14, 15, and we had another buddy, Sean, who's still our friend to this day. He comes to our practices. He we were
You guys
three-piece-
packing parties when you practice.
Yeah,
I dig
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Exactly.
people in
I dig
there.
that.
yeah, exactly. But we came back from a trip from Florida, and we're like, let's form a band while we were there, and we were cracked out on Adderall till like fucking 7 in the morning, sitting on a beach, just fucking like, yeah, it was
Yeah, and you're both looking at each other like, that's a great idea. And then we'll
Let's
get
start a
boats.
band. Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
just get boats, and we'll be a boat
We
like
actually
band.
well, yeah.
we're gonna sail back to California, go around
Write
the,
an EP,
go around the
yeah.
tip of South America.
We're gonna go around the other way. We can do it too.
We're gonna bring spices. We're bringing spices
Fuck
to,
Panama. Yeah, let's
to
just go all the way
California.
around. Yeah.
This isn't a modern society.
All you really need is the song. You know, it'll float you all the way around the world. Mm-hmm.
It's all about the feel, you know.
How do you guys write jams?
Jams? I mean, usually like one of us just kind of starts it off, you know.
Are you
I
a
mean,
jam-
if we're just jamming, you
Jam
know.
bass, and
Oh,
then
wow.
whatever comes out, like then you turn that into a song.
Well, no, we have a
No,
lot. We have a
so-
lot of stuff that we put together on our own. Like
Okay.
my brother Julian and I each. It's you can't really start a song off with drums, and you can't really start it. Like you could probably have a bass line, but it's much more. You know, it depends on the player, and so
Totally.
when Shane came in, we already have had so many songs that we haven't even like gotten our foot in the door for. We literally have like 2 albums worth
Yeah.
of stuff that we need to
It's like a bunch of
that
shit.
we're in the
yeah.
middle of trying to push out right now. Like I was just recording a track on vocals right before I walked in here
That's great.
for one of our stuff. So
I'm stoked you guys are able to record in these
Yeah.
spaces.
It's challenging
It is
sometimes.
challenging.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
challenging,
It's not
so-
easy. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's good to hear you can.
But
take
I mean,
advantage
like
of
once everybody kind of leaves, like
Yeah.
late at night, that's
Oh, yeah,
when
that's
it's
when it's
easiest.
perfect.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, for
you
most
don't
of
get
this
to
stuff,
bleed through. You
If
know.
there's like a punk band playing in here, I just do noise isolation and then remove it from every track.
Yeah.
Just find a really quiet spot that you're like hear in the background. You're like, you're like, all right, highlight that, and then just make sure it's like throughout the whole track, dude. Just remove it from every track.
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird. I started writing music, and all my stuff started sounding like punk, and
Yeah.
like
I know what
you
it
start
is.
playing around to it.
Just can't get it.
Those
Yeah.
weren't the chords I was playing.
Very aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, we're a punk band now.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you could give
I
a
found-
description of the band, like how crosses that you hear of what you guys sound like. If you were to tell someone, oh, if you like these bands, you'll like us a lot.
I've kind of struggled with that. So like,
I have too.
Even if there's little bits of little bits.
yeah.
Like, do you sound like James Brown or Celine Dion? Closer to
closer
which?
James
to
Brown.
You
Yeah.
think? Yeah, yeah. Probably closer to
Not
James.
Celine
Brown.
Dion. Yeah, I wouldn't say.
I don't know. You've got
100%
some sultry
Celine Dion.
vocals.
Like we're actually a punk Celine tribute band. That's
yeah, exactly.
what we are.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
I've got this great side project.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's called Steak. And basically, it's a punk cover band of all Drake songs.
Oh, great.
You
Oh,
change all the
that'd be
words to
great.
like food, dude.
Yeah.
You just have like Wagyu as your album.
Yeah.
Steak with the latest record Wagyu. And you just have A1, A2, and then you have different types of meats on there, and then you just play the track.
That's the way to do it.
So then it's
yeah.
a meat concept, but the songs of Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not called steak. It's different steak variation
work.
and quality of
I
meat.
think
Oh,
it might
yeah,
work.
yeah. Our first EP is "You Are What You Eat."
Oh, that's gross. It outsells
So
Appetite for
everyone just
Destruction.
keeps sending you
Dude,
dick
there we
pics.
go.
I only eat dick.
Second album's now I'm meat. You are what you eat.
First cover, Tube Steak Boogie. Second cover, Tube Steak Boogie.
Third cover.
Tube
Tuesday
Steak Boogie.
Boogie.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you sound more like James Brown.
Yeah, more like James Brown. Yeah.
We're kind of like a breed. It's an indie alternative rock band, and we're kind of influenced with stuff like Modest Mouse to.
There you go.
I feel like there's like a little bit of Tool going on too.
There's like
You know?
there's like a
Uh-huh.
Tool edge to it, but not nearly as like.
More so the structure of it.
Yeah,
Like
there's
it's just weird, and then it
Don't
just gets
forget to
weirder.
mention Radiohead if it's in there.
Radio-
because-
Radiohead,
because
yeah.
There are things like, oh, we all love the Beatles, but we never say it to anyone because it's just known.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people don't like the Beatles.
Who
Yeah.
doesn't
Some
like the
people don't
Beatles?
Radiohead, so
Who
it's
the
like,
fuck doesn't like the Beatles?
If anybody watching doesn't like the Beatles, just
Fuck you.
Just sign off and die. Just you have to like one song.
Little did you
You
guys
have to
know,
like
we
one.
only have non-Beatle loving fans.
Yeah, that's
We alienated the whole
we
crowd.
cater to them. It's all hashtag Beatle
Yeah,
haters.
that's why we only have 12 listeners.
Shout out Beatle haters.
The show isn't even worth it at this point.
Shout out Pete Best. We know he's watching. So obviously Radiohead, Beatles are just in there. So you say Modest Mouse?
Modest Mouse, Radiohead. We like Queens. I like Queens of the Stone
Yeah.
Age, but our sound is kind of not as influenced from them. Our stuff's gotten a bit softer to where it was a lot harder before, and I screamed a lot more.
Okay.
And it just ended up sounding just too much screaming and fucking just blowing out your voice. And it's
Yeah.
like you think that you're reaching a note, but it's like no, you're just screaming
Yeah,
till you
it's getting louder.
deafen the sound until you can't fucking hear it anymore. And then I actually started calming down and I was like, okay, maybe I can try and sing this a bit better. That's been working out.
That's actually the Burt McCracken technique. No,
Yeah, you gotta
people,
blow
the
out your
used,
voice.
Yeah,
and-
the used. You just
Yeah.
keep blowing out your voice.
Oh, the
Yeah,
used,
that's how it
yeah.
sounds. Yeah. Just go for
Hey,
it.
if it works, it
Sharp,
works.
right?
So
Right?
do you
Yeah.
sing now more than you yell or
I
scream, or-
pretty much predominantly sing.
who's your
Sweet.
singing influences? Who taught you how
That's
to
a good
sing?
question.
Like when you
Yeah.
thanks
Yeah.
when you were listening to music, like
Charlie
what
Chaplin.
was the thing?
yeah.
What was my thing?
Yeah. Celine Dion.
My biggest breakthrough from when I was younger was that I really resonated with Nirvana, Kurt Cobain.
Oh yeah,
But tried to
That's
try to do it for so long,
Right.
and plus I started when I was 14, so a 14-year-old trying to do it sounds like a dying cat. So it's just like, but, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, who's that band that just
Puddle of
sucked
Mud's,
ass? Yeah.
like,
Puddle of
oh
Mud just
my
did the
God.
best version of
Did you see
Nirvana
that
I've ever
one
seen.
yet?
Who?
Sirius XM had Puddle of Mud, the band, and they covered
really?
About a Girl.
It's bad.
It's
Yeah.
it's worth it.
And
Oh no.
I think he's
It's
just
worth
so
it.
heroin now. He's like, I need
Oh.
Isn't
pretty
Puddle
good.
of Mud the guys that did? You shoved it in my face.
Same
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, it is. Huh?
We
Yeah.
used to laugh so. My friends and I just when we were like small, young, preteen teenagers, we thought it was the funniest song because that's another funny story too. Actually,
The way you
We-
smack my ass.
and
That's in that song.
Is it? But yeah, we used to think that was the funniest thing. Just like you shoved it in my face, you gave it all, and if you're a couple teenagers, you can really run with that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What was
I-
shoved
it's-
in your face?
It's the low hanging fruit. Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
couple
it's
songs
low-
like that where I used to just
Easy for the
say the
picking.
lyrics
Exactly.
out loud to Craig, and he would just start cracking up too. Because it'd
Yep.
just be like something. It was like him. That one.
Rip off the wings of a butterfly.
Yeah. I used to say like the lyrics in there because they're just so dark
Over the
and
top.
mean.
Over the top and down.
And,
Yeah.
like rapey. So
Oh my god.
and he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
I was
man.
like, "That's a him song, dude."
You would
He's
just
like, "What?"
be quoting
And it'd be
songs.
like
Yeah.
an hour later, I'd be like, "Dude, listen to this line I got," and I was like, "That's another him song." the
Pretty
same
rapey
song.
lyrics,
It's
yeah.
the next line.
Yeah. Not to be confused
What?
with Nirvana's "Rape Me," which is a good song.
That is a
Yeah.
good song. Yeah.
To be
I back
rapey,
it, yeah.
not a no.
No.
No, yeah.
no.
Some-
Having a
different,
rapey
yeah.
vibe and just deliberately saying "rape me,"
Right.
Yeah.
I like
well, once consensual.
rapey vibe
yeah.
is much worse because you're unsure. And then you have to question it the whole time. If you say rate me, you're like, hey, I know what this guy's going
And
for.
he's saying me.
Yeah.
See,
He's like-
just as
Well,
in,
and it's
Yeah, just rate me,
It's
you know?
totally. He's asking for it. you
in
know?
Spinal Tap.
It's not metaphorical whatsoever.
The
Yeah.
victim is the human, the self, so it's not offensive.
What's wrong with being sexy?
But to have
Yeah,
a
what's wrong with being
greased up,
sexy? Yeah.
naked woman with a dog collar on her neck and a glove pressed up for her to sniff it, you don't see how that's sexist? You don't see how that's demeaning?
We should hang out sometime.
What's wrong with being sexy?
What's wrong with being sexy, dude?
Yeah, sexist.
How much more black could black be?
None.
None
None
more
more
black.
black.
Yeah.
If there's anything you should know about our band, it's that Spinal Tap is the Bible.
I fucking love that.
Yeah,
movie.
it's the Bible.
We went up to Big
So
Bear
good.
for my birthday weekend. I put it in the fridge. And also, whatever the ales are that are sitting there, those are also free. But went up to Big Bear for my birthday, watched Spinal Tap both nights in a row. And then the third day, we're downtown with our girlfriends. And we just kept talking about Spinal Tap, and they just like left.
There's no idea.
They
Yeah, just
no,
right
they
over
knew.
there. Oh,
They knew. They did not want to listen to fucking Spinal Tap.
Really?
They saw
So
it
good,
2 nights in a row. They saw it 2 nights in a row. And then the third day, we're just reciting parts
Still
to
going.
them.
all that was
They don't
left
want
was
it.
a little green globule.
just a little green globule.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best left unsolved. You know?
Can't really dust for vomit.
It wasn't his own vomit, but yeah.
There's no way to prove whose vomit it was.
You can't really dust for vomit.
Yeah, it's the greatest movie ever.
Oh,
If
it's
you-
so
if you
good.
don't-
It's so
yeah.
good.
Your
yeah.
girlfriend's just tuned out of the
Yep,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
just-
they're gone. Yeah.
They do
Fuck
not
this.
listen.
Yeah.
They would never listen.
No, they wouldn't listen to begin with.
The other day, I was like, "Babe, do you have our podcast in your thing? Like, subscribe?" She's like, "I'm subscribed, but I think I deleted it." I was
Thanks for
like,
the subscription.
Yeah, thanks for
Thanks.
subscription.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Love the support.
Okay, back in Nirvana, huge influence.
Kurt Cobain.
So all
when
of
I
the-
first started, yeah.
yeah, did you get into all the grunge, and did that help write songs?
I couldn't get into Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam and
Well,
Really? You
Soundgarden.
never got into Pearl Jam?
No, I love
Oh,
them now.
okay.
No, like they're
At the
all
time.
my favorites.
Yeah.
But at the time, it like it's just you not being able to go outside of your own comfort zone. So
Sure.
you're just and the whole time it just sounds like well, here they are. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what
It
the
is.
fuck? You're making
Yeah, yeah.
you're making 6 sentences into one 6 words into one sentence.
Yeah.
Like
Where do
not-
you fall
yeah,
on
yeah.
STP?
They are probably the ones I have listened to the least.
Oh, okay.
I probably would rate it Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots. Not that I favor one over the other.
Yeah.
It's just that those are the
spent the
ones
most
that I've gotten into the
Yeah,
most.
most
Yeah,
hours. Yeah.
yeah. I do love Chris Cornell's voice though, and
Chris
for what
Cornell has a great.
and for
voice,
whatever
yes.
reason when he passed and he had killed himself, like I was just at work and I remember for whatever reason that hit
that was
me.
a fucked up scenario.
It hit me so hard. I was just like, I was just like, holy, like, because it just set in. I was like, you were the second to last guy in that whole fucking movement, and 4 out of the 5 of the big 5 have killed you. You've all
Yeah,
died
fuck.
from self-inflicted deaths. Like it's
Yep.
like it's not the
Fucked,
most.
Yeah.
And
They party.
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, crazy shit. Like,
Although, except for Eddie Vedder, Eddie Vedder is
Eddie
literally
Vedder's the
just,
only
like,
one to come out.
settled down and like.
Yeah.
And he's had
he,
to
like-
watch that whole
yeah.
fucking thing,
Yeah,
and he still
right.
comes out with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
That's why I like his approach. So that's why I
He's-
like Pearl Jam.
he
'cause
serves a
yeah.
fuckload.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And he does the Ohana Music Festival over in
Yeah.
Dana Point now.
That dude's
Does
zen
he
as
really?
fuck.
That's where we pulled
Yeah,
our boat
we
up
were
to.
there, yeah, yeah.
That's his
Yeah.
festival.
That's
We
nuts.
started.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't
He
know
did it
that.
so that he could
That's
donate
crazy.
Dude,
to the nature reserve.
Dude,
or-
Eddie Vedder all day. Such
our,
a-
Eddie Vedder
our
rips,
booking
yeah.
agent fucking
Vedder
is
rips,
the biggest
yeah.
fan. Mike McCracken showed up. Right? Is that his name?
no,
No.
Mike
you're
Mike
talking about the
McCracken?
guy in Pearl Jam?
Yeah.
McCready.
Mike McCready. Yeah. Mike McCracken. But he showed up at our work with his friend because his friend knew that our buddy was a huge fan and like hung out, had like his table book from all of his Polaroids throughout his life that he'd take because he's a photographer too and signed it to him and all that shit. Cool guy. He's a guitarist from
Yeah.
He fucking rips.
Yeah, dude. Fucking rips,
That's
but,
fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yellow Ledbetter is still one of the best
Dude, it's
written
Yeah.
guitar
so good.
songs. God. Of any
It's like,
decade?
it's like one of those perfect
Since the guitar,
masterpieces.
since
Oh,
the
it's so
Strat
good.
was built.
It's
like,
not fair.
It's
Yeah.
got
Such
a
a
very heavy,
beautiful-
like Jimmy, like influence.
So Jimmy,
like,
dude.
yeah,
So
dude, it's
Jimmy.
so good.
It's like they found the Jimmy tone. They were like, no,
Yeah.
clean.
Uh-huh.
Shh, clean.
so nice.
Yeah.
It's so killer.
Yeah, Pearl Jam's great.
Yeah.
Besides that, who's the huge influences?
I love Pink Floyd. I love them for like
I
the
love Pink
meaning
Floyd.
behind that. I don't know how we'd incorporate their kind of sound, like just because
They're
of how
so
experimental.
spacey. Yeah,
They're too experimental to where
Uh-huh.
you can't emulate that. They're
yeah,
so
like,
original.
Nobody, like, it'd be impossible to
One
sound
thing
like
about Pink Floyd is
you know?
like they have like an intention to their music, and they
That's
have this
true.
like, background shit. So unless you're like truly gonna be like, I'm gonna write this huge masterpiece about something else,
and take a bunch of acid while I do that. Yeah,
it's so hard to like
yeah.
make music like that. Like you literally have to be on a journey.
Yeah,
They do orchestral movements and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they had spent like they did like 7 albums after like experimenting with all that kind of shit. They had like a whole orchestra back them on one album and reconstructing, and then finally they're like, okay, well, we want to have our message like really hit the people.
It's not fucking songs.
Like it's like
no, they're moving. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what "Wish You Were Here" is the chorus once.
It's
That's true, right?
There's a funny
or like dogs, you know, like
there's a funny internet meme. It's just like one simply does not listen to a Pink Floyd song. You just play the album. Like you can't play a song.
No,
we forgot to tell you. There's a can crushing game we play.
Oh,
all right.
Oh yeah.
So when you finish your can,
just
you have to stay seated.
Okay.
It's just house rules. Everyone has to do the same approach.
Okay.
Kind of like a game of horse, right?
Yeah.
Perfectly like whoever gets the best can crush, where it like
and you compare them
gravity
all at the end,
pulls them. What we do is whoever's got the winner keeps it.
Yeah. That was
not a good one.
Yeah, that's all right. And we probably got a few cans to go through tonight, so don't worry. No, it still went flat.
Yeah.
That's not worthy of a shame. You'll see when shame
You'll see when shame happens.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll all shame each other.
Shane's gonna fuck this.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck it so bad.
Okay, Kurt Cobain, and that's it.
No, I'm just using like big notable artists, but honestly, like we were into big stuff like that when I had first originally started, and like in
if you
terms
name
of
off
like
a bunch of side indie people, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Name
like
your people.
Like Big Thief, we really like. They're a smaller band.
Didn't Jack just pick up a
the poster for the band room?
Yeah.
Big Thief, Parquet Courts. I love Camp Cope, Snail Mail, Lady Lamb,
Snail Mail Studio stuff.
all these independent artists, because my brother and I were like big on. We like the way that these songs sound, and then like when we got into, I remember it was like the shift of getting into like Radiohead era kind of music, and you have to really push yourself if you're not into that.
Totally.
At first, because at first you're just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
acquired taste is definitely.
But then when you actually start to understand exactly everything that they're doing, you get the background, you get the story. Like, that's where you really start to appreciate the music. And once we started to do that, it really opened up that kind of world for us and exactly what it is to have the meaning of a band. And I have a. Don't quote me on this, but I have a belief in a thing where a lot of bands get thrown into the mainstream and they get signed in with these certain record labels, and when you do that, you've seen it. You didn't even flatten it. Shame.
He missed the can.
I missed it completely. That sucks so bad. No, that's fucking shameful, folks.
Yeah.
It's not even halfway out. Okay.
I'm working with that's like kind of crushed. Yeah.
I'm alright with
Once
that.
you
one.
understand what Radiohead is going for, it's some of the best music you can
It
probably
took me a
listen
while.
to.
So I was like a big Muse head before I was a Radiohead guy. So I love Muse, but it took me a while to get into Radiohead, and like only because when Radiohead came out, when I was listening to it, it was maybe a little more on their mainstream side. They were coming out with hits, just like Idiotech or something, and a lot of that album is like very out there. So to like stand out from a Muse and come to like weird B-sides and Radiohead, it was hard.
Yeah.
But like eventually I got to a point where like I had all their vinyls, and then I got like the Benz, and I had Pablo Honey. I was like, oh man, this shit is like way better. Like their new, not to say their new stuff isn't great or anything, but the King of Limbs and those other things aren't my favorite Radiohead. My favorite Radiohead is like when it sounds old.
Gun to your head, Radiohead album, go.
The Benz.
In Rainbows.
Yeah.
Hands down.
That is a good one.
Next?
Yeah. I'd have to go with that one. Yeah.
It's OK Computer. I know it's cliche, but it's because
OK Computer was definitely the best for the.
Oh, that's
my brother and I had a
great
debate
album.
on this,
Yeah,
and
that's a
here's
great
my
album.
thing. Here's the reason why I think In Rainbows is like, In Rainbows was their best album in my opinion because of the fact that they had just broken up from their record label, their 5-year deal contract.
I hear that.
They had finally decided that they could do anything at their disposal. They could go any route that they want. They could do whatever the hell they wanted. And so what they decided to do was they posted their music online for free.
That changed everything.
And you were able to donate however much you want. They made more money off that album alone than all the 4 albums prior to
No
that.
shit.
I
Really?
paid $9.99
All
for
of
it.
I
them
didn't know that.
combined.
That's
And the
crazy.
reason why is because they were signed to a major like that's what you get taken out of you.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't know Radiohead as it is today.
Yeah, if they were
because if
just
Radiohead was making the
independent,
music
yeah.
that they make now, and they were trying to do that without the fucking platform that they had, no one would fucking listen.
Yeah.
Right.
They wouldn't be
Yeah.
selling out stadiums. They wouldn't
Right.
be.
Yeah.
My brother and I tried to get tickets. It's like $700 that they're fucking charging
Yeah,
tickets
yeah.
just to go to Santa Barbara. But anyways, to finish my thought, In Rainbows is the best because I feel like they were able to take, in my opinion, is the best because they were able to take a breath. And if you listen to every fucking song, every song is like, it's not a hit album and you can't listen to it for that, but it's fucking like some of the most experimental, well
It's out there, yeah.
crafted. Like,
Have you watched Scottish Mist?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Scotch Mist. It's the
Scotch Mist. It's the making of In
The
Rainbows,
live, like-
and they record it
Oh,
all
no
live.
way.
So when you're listening, I don't know how you don't know this and you love this album so much.
you got to see that.
2 of the
It's really
songs,
good.
there's like a time where they go out into the Scottish field and wind's whipping. It's like head full of feathers, melted into butter. Butter. What's that song? Anyways, whatever it does, it's actually in the recording. He does the vocals out on this hillside at night when the wind's whipping, and when you listen to the album, you can hear it in the album.
Oh,
But
wow.
It's a whole
That's
live video
crazy.
of them in a studio, all of them in there, just like not very hi-fi, lo-fi video, but all the music is being played live for that album. They do it front to back.
Huh.
That's
Scotch
sick.
Mist. Yeah, you should listen.
That's
I
super
definitely
cool.
will
It's
check that out.
definitely-
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
It's a great example. It's a great like
Still
candid.
doesn't beat the song "The Bends," which is probably their best song.
It's a great candid example
kidding.
of these dudes making the music, and especially
I love that sort
if
of
you've heard
shit,
this
yeah.
record so many times and like all the textures and fucking dynamics and different shit that they pull off with the recording. You get to watch them do it. You're like,
Yeah, did you watch that
that's
one?
how they did that.
The
That's
guitarist
not
is
a
like
digital
plugging
plugin.
shit into a giant
That's-
board, like
that's
making
not
the notes.
reverb
Nuts.
at all.
Yeah.
He's in a bathroom.
Well, same thing happened for OK Computer. They had they went to the abandoned castle.
Yeah.
And there was like one room that they were about to demolish or something. I can't remember the exact story. Some reconstruction was happening with the room, and they're like, please, like, just hold on. We need to just use this room for vocals. And I think they did Karma Police on it.
Jesus.
And what's another really reverby vocal one that they
so
had?
many, but I
All
get
of
it.
Yeah, but it was
As-
something like that.
I love those little. As musicians, we
Yeah.
fucking love those.
Muse did Dracula's Castle. They went to Dracula's Castle. And
what about,
and recorded-
David Bowie's "Let's Dance." You
Yeah.
know,
Uh-huh.
"Oh,
Yeah.
Reggie the dance now, the blood."
Yeah.
That's one right here, one at the back of the church, and
Okay.
one in the fucking cathedral roof.
That's
Huh.
Three
nuts.
mics getting him.
That's nuts. So it's kind of like
Huh.
what is it?
Gnarly.
Is it When the Levee Breaks? I think it's When the Levee Breaks.
Yeah, it is.
love
The
that.
drum track.
Yeah. And the big. Have you guys seen?
I know that
fuck,
one. I
what
can
is it?
hear the fucking.
Yeah.
kick,
so
Yeah,
it,
the
it
doom.
sounds like it's 2 kicks,
Yeah.
but it's actually just 1 kick.
Yeah.
But they mic'd it up in this
Who else
crazy.
does that?
Like,
They did it in a
tall
spiral.
stairway.
It's a spiral
Yeah.
staircase, and the way that
Yeah.
the acoustics are, like, you can hear it all.
Yeah, and
like,
it's
that's where you
just
get that
super
big booming.
huge. It's just massive.
It's
Yeah.
interesting stuff, and it makes you just think about it exactly. And then people try to emulate that digitally, and it's like, don't get me wrong, digital is
Yeah.
awesome,
Yeah.
but like that kind of part of the art is.
So Panama, quang, 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 that guitar,
Yeah.
that's a microphone right up on his fucking cabinet, and then a microphone down the fucking hallway.
Yeah, they do so much
No
like that.
shit.
Bono records with like a 58 in the corner of the room, and he's on the other corner, and they
Bono.
crank it as loud as they can. That's how
Bono's
he fucking
158.
That's
He's
crazy
158,
shit.
just cranked, and he's like, "I wanna run."
sings. He just fucking blows his voice across the room. Yep.
Yeah, I love that shit. Yeah.
That's
But
crazy.
Radiohead is that band
blow
that,
your
like,
mind.
the more you look into their shit, you're like, "Fuck,
They're amazing band.
too good."
One of my favorites.
Dicks.
Must be nice to be rich
Yeah.
and be able to do
Favorite
whatever the
album?
fuck
Did you say?
Favorite album?
He's in Rainbows as well.
It's-
Yeah?
Yeah. Or OK Computer though. Like
Yeah.
that's. I don't know. It's
And my
yeah,
biggest
they're
reason
so
for
good.
OK
They're both
Computer.
so
This is my
good.
biggest reason. Not only the hits, is because everything was really well crafted, and that was just like the perfect time.
You gotta love the hits,
Money
yeah.
and time. Yeah, totally. However, 2020 is what's been out for at least 20 years.
23 years.
23 years. That
Wow, is it
album
23?
still sounds
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
It
it's
still
really,
sounds like it was
really
made
well mastered,
today.
yeah. Uh-huh.
It's well recorded, engineered, mixed, mastered tuned, EQ'd. That is
Yeah.
a wonderful. Like if I'm ever looking for a reference on something that sounds great,
Yeah.
I can go straight to National Anthem bass.
Mhm.
I can go
Yeah.
right to Paranoid Android guitar. I can go to any of those drums. It all
So
still
good.
sounds so good. It doesn't sound dated at all.
Yeah.
The Benz sounds like a dated recording. Great fucking album. But it sounds
You
like
can hear that it's 90s.
you hear that studio at that time. OK Computer still sounds perfect.
Yeah.
But I don't care. You can hear Jimi Hendrix sounds like it's old, but it
No,
still
it's-
sounds fucking sweet.
It sounds
dated.
dated
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah.
It
I
does.
know, but remaster all
OK
the
Computer-
Radiohead shit like everyone else
That's
did
a good
remaster
point.
thousands of fucking times to make it sound hip, and you'd probably be just as happy.
Then those remasters.
They'll never allow it.
Then everyone else's remasters keep failing to match what they do with the remaster on this thing every time. So maybe it's not the master. Maybe it's literally the mix. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But it
And then-
always
oh,
just sounds
man.
perfect.
Or like Disraeli Gears. Have they remastered that album? Like I'm sure they have.
have to.
Like, because that like strikes me as one that's very dated. You know.
Yeah.
And it's a great album, but like I've got that on vinyl at home. You know. And it's dated. You know. It's dated. It's a great album. You know.
Yeah.
But like it's dated. you
Yeah.
know?
There are those things. Jimmy World. I don't know. 90% of their catalog sounds dated.
Mm.
There's certain songs that sound
I just don't
timeless the way they're
care.
done. What do you mean?
Like,
Yeah, I know. All I'm saying, like 99%
Yeah,
of all music sounds dated.
Yeah, I was
Sounds
gonna
like
say,
that's what
There's like
makes
bands
OK
that
Computer.
purposely release shit.
Yeah,
and
the
it sounds
Vampire
like
Weekend,
old.
The Strokes. Yeah,
It,
yeah.
it's
but
about a band that can make it timeless, though. Making a
OK
song
Computer
timeless.
still
Yeah,
sounds good
timeless.
every year.
Oh yeah, I mean I agree with you,
Okay, you just.
but I also don't think like the whole album Pablo Honey sounds that bad, or that the whole Benz album sounds that bad.
I didn't
It's not
say
that
that.
dated.
Celine Dion still
Nirvana
sounds great.
dated too.
I-
Nirvana
Nirvana
doesn't
sounds
sound
dated.
the
I
greatest
can't say
either,
I've
but it
recently
still is like
listened to
so
Celine Dion.
powerful
Yeah,
and
even
gritty that
remastered
it
on that.
works.
Yeah.
Like that's what that fucking song sounds like.
Yep.
That's where I'm kind of at. That's where I guess my angle.
Okay.
And I was playing devil's advocate. It's way more fun than disagreeing with you.
Grammys. OK Computer. Grammys. All right. Next.
What about you guys? How did you guys hold me?
Oh, we don't need that story. I've
I-
known him.
Greg and I have been playing music together since we're like 16.
You're from you're both from
Michigan.
Detroit, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we're all from the same like school. We did shit together, and then just moved out here eventually. But we've been doing. Like,
Moved out
I'm
here,
34,
got skinny,
so
got fat,
nine-
got skinny again, got fat again.
There
did
we
the
go.
tours, did
we're
not
back to
tours.
fat.
Yeah,
It's
back
fun.
did the whole
COVID.
whole
But it's
shebang.
been like
Medela virus
I don't know,
2020.
19 years or something. We've been playing music together.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's a
Something
long
like that.
time. It's a
Yeah.
long time.
I'll drink to that while crying later.
I'll drink to that now.
Let's get fat, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get fat.
But major influences. I mean, I'm Stones, he's AC/DC as far as like old collective rock, and then I'm also Queens of the Stone Age kind of guy.
What are, what are-
Rage. I'm a lot more hip hop oriented than everyone
Nice.
else around here, so I like just love all kinds of hip hop. But I'm really into like Anderson .Paak or
Okay.
Run the Jewels or. I don't know, I was listening to Razzmatazz today, which is like a whole
Razzmatazz?
I've
it's a
heard of
whole
them.
jazz infusion with hip hop, which is from like the early '90s. That was fucking sick. I listened to 3 of them in a row.
Have you guys
like-
ever heard Funkadelic's album Maggot Brain?
No,
That is something that you guys should
Yeah.
check out. It's
Yeah.
an old funk album from 1970.
Funkadelic, like Parliament Funkadelic.
71
like
or
that whole-
73.
Yeah, George Clinton
And
involved.
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
big Tower Power guy. Average White Band.
Oh fuck yeah! What are some of your favorite bassists?
Oh yeah, bass players.
Fucking.
We're bassists.
Why-
yeah,
why
yeah.
can I not remember
You're
his
supporting
name?
the low end. you
Roger
know?
from Less Than Jake is my favorite bassist of all time.
Which one?
The bassist of Less Than Jake.
Of Less Than Jake. Okay. Fuck
He's
yeah.
probably the best bassist I've ever seen live or
Sick.
anything. And then, I mean, Ant Whistle's great.
And Whistle's killer.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I
Ant
don't
Whistle,
really give a shit
like,
about basses. I mean, because half the bass I don't
Most
even
people
know.
don't.
You know, like
was just
an
kidding.
awesome like Anderson .Paak riff that I love is by a bassist I don't even know.
It's,
or
it's
you
the
listen to
fuck. What song is that? I know it.
Mac Miller. Like he's got some insane bass lines, but you'll never know who his bassist is.
Yeah,
It might just be a
exactly.
piano guy. So like I almost just don't know people.
You're a huge Flea fan. You're a huge Chili Peppers
You gotta
fan.
love Flea.
Yeah, but
If you play bass and you don't like Flea, you're lying.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely at the beginning.
Again, you
started
have
me.
to you
Yeah.
have to say these things, even though
Yeah.
they're meant to be all.
You have to at least give them
everyone
res-
likes Flea. No,
Uh-huh.
You have to
Yeah.
acknowledge it. Don't
Yeah.
you can't be like, you
Yeah.
can't be like, nah, dude, it's just not for me.
No,
Fuck
fuck
you.
Flea.
I don't know who Flea
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
What?
He's
Fuck that,
overrated. Yeah. No.
I hate
fuck
those
you.
things on my dog.
Why is he like slapping his guitar, dude?
Yeah.
But
Sly and the
Stones-
Family Stone's also
Oh, yeah.
insane. For,
Okay.
you just,
Stones over Zeppelin.
No.
I mean, for me, yeah.
No, dude.
'Cause I-
John Paul Jones, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're
Here's
big.
the thing: the Glimmer Twins are unstoppable.
Yeah, you're a huge Hendrix fan though too.
Yeah.
So what, Jack Bruce? No, that's
No,
Cream.
that's Cream. Yeah.
Faces.
No Redding.
The
Well, so there was a few different ones. 'cause
Yeah, just the experience.
There's
Was,
the
I never really
experience.
cared.
Jack Cassidy.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's like Jimi Hendrix is so great because it's him.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you don't know who's in Eric Clapton.
Jack Bruce.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
In
yeah.
Eric Clapton.
Yeah, in Eric Clapton's. Yeah,
Eric's-
and I'm sure
Eric's
it's a
ex-wife?
revolving.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a revolving.
Probably
you know,
Eric.
Yeah,
Eric's play
it's
bass.
probably Eric Clapton. Yeah, Eric Clapton is the bassist in Eric Clapton.
My favorite bassist is Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
May I introduce
Paul McCartney,
Eric
yeah.
Clapton, and next to him, Eric
Yeah.
Clapton.
Yeah. On bass, Eric Clapton.
This
Yeah.
is the Claptons.
Yeah.
Just mirrors.
He plays everything. Yeah.
You got to see him. Go the fuck home, all right?
Yeah.
And tonight only on Wurlitzer, Oregon, Eric Clapton.
I'm your host, Eric Clapton.
What the fuck's going on? Because of the crowd, it's just all Eric Claptons.
The kid pulls out of the TV. You're like, I'm Eric Clapton.
wearing what he's wearing from watching everyone.
Guys just snorting coke.
One hand goes faster than the other one. You're like, what is happening?
And then your son jumps out a window.
Oh, God. Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, it's so bad.
I saw you in.
Blow, blow.
I can't believe he didn't want.
May he rest in peace.
He didn't want to release that fucking
It's
song.
not too soon. That was like 30
He's
years
dead.
ago.
It was a
And
long
it's
time
funny.
ago. Yeah.
Great
like,
song.
It's like 40 years ago, 50. Yeah.
What do they say is the window of time when you could start
Window,
making,
good one.
Oh, God.
Window of time that's open so your kid can fall out. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
How long is the window open for?
I'd
It's
say
too long. Yeah,
It's
I-
way
too long and too early.
Too long for Eric.
I'd say poor Eric Clapton, but he hasn't known poverty since he was like
Ever.
13. By
Yeah.
14, he was like in the Yardbirds or something.
Everybody was in the
Everybody
Yardbirds.
was in the
Yeah.
I was in
I
the
was in the
Yardbirds.
Yardbirds.
You played guitar too. We all played guitar in the
Yeah,
Yardbirds.
we're the Yardbirds. Yeah,
I knew it. I knew you guys looked familiar. Good times.
that's a familiar face there. Yeah.
Bass influences.
So John Paul Jones, like all time.
Yeah.
You have
that's
to, right?
and like he's an incredible bassist. You know, I love his bass lines.
And composer.
That's the thing about him is he's an incredible musician.
Yeah.
You know, more so than just being able to play the bass.
Yeah.
But I mean, that dude, he friggin' rips, man.
Yeah.
Plays mandolin, keys. I mean, he does everything. You know.
I think Dave
And-
Grohl and Hami said it themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Them Crooked Vultures. They were like, "We're fucking stoked to have him because his arrangements are so
Yeah.
easy, wonderful, and they rock. It makes perfect sense."
They're
Yeah.
so gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like he throws down some heavy shit too.
Yeah.
JPJ. dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Do you guys like Dave Grohl better as a singer and songwriter or a drummer?
That's a good question.
Oh, I like him more as a drummer.
I like him more as a
He
drummer.
made
Yeah.
Queens
I
of
like-
the Stone Age albums amazing.
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
just listening to that one earlier.
Yeah, I
you
like
guys
him more.
were-
As, I like him more as a drummer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's a great drummer.
Don't get me
yeah.
wrong. Foo Fighters have churned out a lot of
Yeah,
great
a
hits.
lot of.
Dude, he's
What?
great
Yeah.
as that too.
Yeah.
It's just like when you see him with his stupid fucking gloves on playing drums, you're like, that guy was meant to be behind a fucking drum set.
Yeah.
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 Doesn't mean he's not a great musician
Yeah,
overall.
great
Duh.
songwriter.
He is.
Duh, he
Yeah,
is.
clearly.
Great
vocal-
singer.
vocalist.
He
Yeah.
sings like he screams at 100%
Yep.
all the
Like,
time. It
all
makes
the
He's got
time.
heart.
no sense. It makes
Yeah.
no sense what he gets out of sing like just watching the making of some of their their
I mean-
like albums. You're like, holy shit.
I mean, if I killed my best friend, I'd try that hard too.
Yeah, dude, me too. Yeah, if I shot my best
You
friend
know?
in the head.
Yeah, absolutely.
I fucked his wife
would
and had
be
to kill him,
trying
you know, be all right?
so hard every day to think I'm better, and that's fine. He's a great
It's
drummer.
okay. Yeah.
No, I love Foo Fighters. I still
Yeah.
think Color and the Shape is a perfect album.
That is a great
from
album.
start to finish. You don't skip a track. That's
I would
That's a great
personally
album.
disagree. I wouldn't say perfect
Yes.
because of the fact that I think there's a couple fillers on that one, to where it's like you could see how Everlong overshadows some songs, and that's another reason why I would disagree that OK Computer is not, because OK Computer, I was looking at it, the whole first half of OK Computer is absolutely perfect, like everything from that. But when after it does Fitter Happier and it goes to electioneering, climbing up the walls,
Also
no
great.
surprises is absolutely
also
perfect.
great.
Lucky and the Tourist are also good, but they're good, but they're not like.
You're looking for
You can-
back half hits?
No, you can. But in my opinion,
That's tough.
You can see the difference between Paranoid Android to the Tourist. You can see the difference between Karma Police to, like, you know what I mean. Like, you can see how this one's going to be the hit. And for me, and in Rainbows, one song doesn't stand over the other one. Where as a whole album, it's like one of the best.
Oh, I see where you're approaching
More,
it from.
Like
cohesive,
that's
yeah.
why. In
You
terms
do
of
come from a more Pink Floyd-ish, like, foundation.
I'm very pretentious.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, I get it. You'd rather have the album like
Be a whole-
one statement as
Yeah.
opposed to hits and fillers.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I
what-
like hits.
Yeah.
I love hits. I grew up on the radio, so when you can pepper in, when you have that many singles on an album, good fucking job. So like. Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette.
Oh,
You
dude, I've
churned
been
out
on that
7
album for like the past
fucking
couple of months.
singles.
It's so good.
Like 7 out
Yeah.
of 12 went to radio. What the
Yeah,
fuck
it's
is
so
wrong
good. That's a
with you?
great album. Yeah,
I call that timing. I
Yeah.
call that team. I call that label, and everything else that comes with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
When there's not filler tracks are filler tracks, and filler tracks are on purpose. Because
Do you think filler tracks are on purpose?
100%. Because the song that you just wrote about your friend dying
Yeah.
isn't catchy, but you have to get it
That's-
out.
yeah, that's
And
true,
you
huh?
have to put it
Yeah.
on the album because that's the music you were working on at that time. And especially for someone like me, if you don't get the song out of your system, it's still there.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
still something that's unfinished, and it's like
And
just,
it
they're not
helps
cleaning
to
Think
it
about
journal
up.
business
it.
end of it. And a record company doesn't want you to put all your hits onto one track. So as soon as you're like, hey,
That's-
I got
They
this
can make a
song
greatest hits
about
album
my
and
friend
sell
that
more.
died, they're like, yes, put that on. Oh, what does it sound like? Shit, yeah, put that on there. It's not a hit. Yeah, your friend died.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one sucks.
Save
Yeah,
that
throw that
hit
on
that
there.
we all love
Yeah.
until the next album.
I think that's what helps
Pattern.
separates the greats from people like that, though, because it's like when you have like in my opinion, Radiohead, like except for King of Limbs, they've only gotten better in my opinion, and not even just Radiohead, but like just certain albums where. What's my point here? What I'm trying to say is like, yeah. What am I
What am
saying?
I trying to say? Yeah.
Good point.
We don't
good
know.
point.
What are you?
I hear that.
trying to
I
say?
hear
And that's about it.
yeah.
But
Do you like Arcade Fire?
oh fuck yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
I
their first
totally
three
vibe. I
albums.
totally understand
Yeah,
where you're
Their
coming
first three albums were like their first album is a perfect album, song by song by song.
from. Now I understand your definition
Se-
of a perfect album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You want to know? All right, this,
Suburbs is so fun.
That's a great
Suburbs is great, too.
one. Yeah,
But
no,
then they-
Jack and I were just
So much
listening to that
money.
the
But
other
then-
day.
Collector's tough.
Yeah. But then that was when they made the shift to like
Sears
do
commercials.
major
Yeah.
kind of label stuff. Sorry,
I've been
what were you gonna say?
racking my brain about the band that has released a new album, and it just sounds so lo-fi and old, and it's fucking Rogue Wave.
Rogue
They're-
Wave.
One
I
of the
don't know
latest
that.
albums.
Why do I know that
If you don't
name?
know them, they're along the lines.
sounds
What?
familiar.
Who does Ode to the LRC? Got Ode to the LRC. Yeah.
Band of
Yeah,
Horses.
Band of Horses. So they're kind of along the lines of Band of Horses, which is like this very indie.
Band of Horses is fucking great too.
So good. But Rogue Wave has a great album out, and the last one they put
So is
out.
Band of Skulls, Horse the band.
Yeah,
It's a great band.
all good. But the album they like released it in 2018, and it sounds like 2008.
Weird.
Like you're just like, did you master this thing? It's like at a 60% at 100.
They just ran it through a plugin.
But it sound they probably did.
Yeah.
Dude. Or
Preset, you know.
whatever CD I bought from them, which was an MP3, just sounded like shit. But either way, that's what I was bringing it. Shout out Rogue Wave.
they mastered
Rogue
it
Wave.
for original Napster streaming.
I guess
So
so.
it's all 8-bit and
Is
fucking-
Napster still a thing?
No.
Yeah, because
They
Rhapsody
are?
bought them.
No, they're not, aren't.
Rhapsody AOL bought them, so Napster is still technically a place that your music could be distributed.
Napster's
They're trying to be legit now, though.
Streaming music service.
Yeah,
that's so
they've
crazy.
been that way for I don't know, like 10 years now.
I literally just watched The Social Network. Have you guys ever seen that?
Haven't seen it.
Jumping
Worth
off
it?
top. It was a good performance. It's kind of like Justin Timberlake. Like, I guess
Wait, is that
I
the
guess
one with it's
Eisenberg,
supposed to be
right?
like Facebook?
it's about Mark Zuckerberg and how he Zuckerberg's everybody. Yeah, and hence the phrase.
Zuckerberg
Yeah.
Zucks.
But yeah, fucking Zuck. But he, yeah. So I didn't know this actually, but when Mark Zuckerberg was first starting up, I literally just watched that movie today because I was watching half of it earlier earlier last night, and I didn't finish it, and I was like, I'm gonna finish that when I get home. So Justin Timberlake plays the guy who founded Napster, and his name's Sean something. And so, make a long story short, I guess he had just gotten out of 2 lawsuits. He had a pretty reckless name for himself, the guy who founded Napster. And he saw what was happening with Facebook, and Facebook was now branching out to all of the universities and stuff like that. That's how they first started, because he totally piggybacked off the idea of using the ideas of these 2 twins. I can't even remember their names right now.
Philip Morris.
Their last names are like... It starts with a W.
Worcestershire.
William Morris.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah. Worcestershire.
That's them, dude.
Justin Timberlake plays him. I guess the guy
He's
who...
kind of a tool, right?
Justin, yeah.
He's a total tool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like you hate the character and you
Yeah,
just
he's a
hate, like, honestly, I don't know, Justin Timberlake.
Hell of a dancer.
Yeah.
He's such a pretty boy face where it's
Yeah.
just like...
Oh, yeah.
I can't like
and he
this guy.
sings like a songbird.
Yeah,
Does that
exactly.
too. It's unfair.
Hey, if I had auto-tune, I'm pretty sure I would too.
Dude,
But
I don't think that motherfucker needs auto-tune. I bet you could sing on key through his dick hole.
that's
Just push enough air through it. You could probably-
He's the one that made it out of all of them.
yeah, he's the only guy that's still a
He's
hit.
the one that made it.
But so he's a douchebag in the movie, which reflects his natural ability.
it's
Well, you got to get a douchebag to play a douchebag, right? Yeah.
It works.
no. But
Can't believe I'm not in more movies.
so I guess the guy who founded Napster sought out Mark Zuckerberg and got like a 7% stake in Facebook when they were first launching, and then
Like David
right as they were
Choi or David Cho?
for the guy who had originally invested, or what are you referring to?
Justin Timberlake plays David Cho.
No, there was a
Wait, Justin
the
Timberlake
story-
is not Asian.
one of the guys that like
Appropriation
made the
forever.
artwork. I think his name is David Cho. He got like a stake in it too, and like
drink
held
to
on
that.
and didn't get bought out. And now he's worth bajillions. Sorry. Keep going.
Oh, okay,
I thought
no,
it maybe it would have been that guy because I never saw it. So
no,
sorry.
yeah, you're all good. So I guess I was just
Investors,
my mind was blown on that. Just the fact that the guy from Napster helped start Facebook because he saw it as a big
nuts.
investment opportunity, and
He's probably
they
rich
both
as
had fucked
fuck
over
now.
his friend. And he's got like a net worth. I literally looked it up today. I think he's like worth like 120 million.
Oh, nice.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. You know who else is really good at investing in just random shit is Ashton Kutcher. That motherfucker is worth...
No
you should
shit.
look how much money he's worth now because he keeps doing tech and he just keeps investing in tech. And
Wow.
he is like...
He's got a pretty good head
So
on
he's
his shoulders.
actually, he's actually smart.
He's smart as... I don't know if he's smart like as in... He's not a rocket scientist.
He did all that
but,
shit. He saved like over 10,000 little girls from abduction from his child trafficking
No,
thing.
fuck.
He had done like this whole
and he doesn't
campaign
say
against
shit
it.
about it either.
He only went to Congress
That's
and
cool.
said something. That's the only reason why it got so much
Anyone
popularity.
fucking knows, dude.
And then,
He's a stand-up dude.
he's got to find some
Yeah.
muse, dude. Once you reach the hot
Yeah, dude, once
of
you're richer than
Mila
God,
Kunis,
who fucking cares?
Yeah.
like you hit Mila Kunis level, like
Yeah.
what excites you? He's like, I'm gonna save these fucking girls' lives.
I've already slapped
do
Mila
it.
Kunis'
Yeah.
pussy today. I don't know what else I could do.
Check.
What's next?
Well,
Yeah.
My bucket list is complete.
well, shit. How's your lockdown been?
Oh,
Here,
yeah.
fucking love it.
No, no.
Love it,
No, your
dude.
COVID lockdown.
COVID
Oh,
lockdown.
COVID lockdown.
How's
Fuck.
COVID treatment?
Fucking whack.
Whack as fuck.
My
huh?
girlfriend got COVID. She
What?
was
Whoa.
tested positive.
Like parentheses. Parentheses.
Yesterday. So sorry, guys. We probably shouldn't have done
We're
this.
dead,
No, I'm just
dude.
kidding.
Now we're dead.
No.
we died.
She tested positive in the ending of June, and that was a whole
Was it
fucking
that long
thing.
ago?
Was it?
It-
It wasn't July. It hasn't been a month. Yeah, it has been a month.
Yeah, I think it's been a while.
Oh fuck yeah, it was
It's been a while.
July.
You're probably okay.
July.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
I'll
whole
work at
fucking
U-Haul.
time's been a blur.
Yeah.
Lockdown's been all right, and so my girlfriend tested positive for it, and
Crazy.
yeah, she was over at our house, and
But like,
it was this whole ordeal.
Symptoms?
She was having like mild chest pains and stuff like that.
but didn't she test for it again and it came back like negative or something like that?
She got an antibodies test and she was positive.
No, really?
So
so
the reason why she tested negative is because from the time that she had taken her first test, she
Yeah.
must have already had it, and it only stays in your system for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And
yeah.
then when she took a test again, that was 2 weeks after the fact.
Gotcha.
So
And
she
she
tested
was
negative
cool,
for having COVID positive at that moment.
Yeah.
But she got an antibodies test, and they
Huh.
you could tell that
That's
she had
crazy.
had
We've
it.
known
That's
of people.
crazy shit.
Someone got COVID and got rid of it in 3 days. Took,
Yeah.
they're rich, so they took a bunch of
Mushrooms.
fucking
yeah.
IVs, and
Tylenol and
shit to
stuff.
like pump through their system. All those weird bags.
No shit. That's a
of
thing.
shit.
You could just do that.
Oh yeah, they pump. Well, you can
That's
like
crazy.
get a nurse to come by if you're like drink.
If you have
You
a
can get a nurse to
hangover,
come by
yeah.
for like
Yeah.
$150, and they'll put an IV in your arm at your house.
Huh.
You can like call
Yeah,
them over.
dude.
There's so like this guy.
crazy.
This
It's a
guy.
Hollywood hangover treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big old like workout guy. So
uh-huh.
he, for 3 days, just fucking got on his bike 20 miles a day. Like I'm gonna fucking beat this COVID.
So
3
he
days
just like
later, negative.
physically beat fucking
Dude, he just
COVID.
well, he's 36 or 35. He just said "fuck you." It was like this
Yeah.
ain't gonna take. But what he didn't realize is that now he's got to sit in solidarity at his house. He's got a
Fuck.
kid.
Yeah.
So the
Oh,
the
shit.
kid's younger, and the grandparents were coming over to watch him. Well, now he can't
Well, and
have
there's
them come over
grandparents.
anymore
Yeah, fuck.
because he's got to be quarantined in his basement. So now he's just having to have people, his wife, just watch his kid. Like he doesn't realize how it trickles down and fucks you
Yeah.
over the
fuck.
long run. So that's what though his one thing was like. Yeah, I got over it fine. But one of his friends that was like 55 had
Yeah.
it for like 3 weeks and like
Yeah.
was like actually
Oh,
not
fuck.
feeling good. And he's like, dude, I think I might have fucking almost killed my buddy. He's like, yeah, because he got COVID. He's not doing well. His buddy also was stupid. Didn't like. He was like, dude, I'll buy all your IVs and shit. Like, we'll just get you. He's like, no. They say don't take this shit. He's like, I took everything. Like, whatever that fucking pill was, they told you that was like gonna help. He's like, I took that. I took this. I took that.
Blue pill, red pill. I took it
He's
all.
like, I took it all.
Give me out!
My dick is hard.
Heroin.
And sharp.
don't know
Keanu
this.
Reeves, bitch.
I broke all of Nick's bass strings with my dick.
Finally, they have a
So
pill
that shit,
for that.
it definitely goes both ways. But
Hey-o.
at this point, our COVID, people are dying at the same age of the average death expectancy.
Yeah, right.
If we freak out about every
Mhm.
cold that's coming through now, god damn it, this is going to be a really shitty way to live.
I mean,
It's
good news
crazy,
and bad news.
yeah.
Good news is that we've stabilized how shitty we're doing. Doesn't
Yeah.
get worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bad news is
we're not.
winter
We're
is
shitty,
coming.
yeah.
Dude, that's what I'm
Winter
saying.
is
Yeah,
coming,
that's
and we're
true.
still in the first wave.
Yeah,
It
fuck.
didn't. We're still in the
Hey,
wave.
hey,
We have
who said that there's going to be multiple waves?
you, me, everyone.
Why is there multiple waves?
Because it magically goes away when it gets
and
warmer.
then it just comes back and it's gonna
Well,
be
like-
wave 2.
well, when it gets
This-
colder, you see
The
it's
stars are
undone.
like southeast at
Yeah,
one
right,
point, and then the
exactly.
stars
This is a video
align.
game, tower defense, and we need 1 out of 9 waves.
Well,
And
you
we're
know what we
only
need to
through
do?
one.
Right.
is we need to encourage global warming.
Yes.
If we just throw everything away, the
Just do
the
this.
Earth gets
If
You know what
do
I
that-
say?
yeah,
If we
Start
burn
killing
up
people.
and die, then nobody has to deal with it.
exactly. Yeah,
That's it.
He's with me.
let's go start some
If I ever-
fires.
At the beginning of this
This
COVID
episode
thing,
ends. Just firing.
Lightning
somehow I
strike.
still edit this podcast and put it up.
Oliver still edits it. Yeah.
At the beginning of the whole COVID shit, I called BS on it.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's fucking real and
It's a
whatever.
thing.
I play
Yeah.
the devil's advocate too to be fun, but
Yeah.
at some point, like it was just so blown out of proportion.
yeah.
And, like now we have an insane suicide rate that's like
Really?
climbing
That's a
by
thing?
0.5%
Well,
every
everyone's out
day,
of
dude.
work.
And you
Well,
got business
that's-
owners that are
people are
tanking
just
their
offing
life
themselves?
and not
Like,
making
that's crazy.
anything. And
But
now
we
they're
have
just
to-
like, I got nothing to live for.
We
I
have to
got
take
3
the
kids.
numbers and like
Fuck.
you have to compare it to the rest of the world though, because it's New Zealand and so many other countries are like my great aunt Sophie, may she rest in peace. She just passed away yesterday.
Oh,
And
Sorry about that,
I-
man.
yeah, no,
Wait,
it's
How
honestly-
old?
She was 90, I believe.
That's a good run.
I
That's
great,
a good run.
I believe
great
so.
bag of life, dude.
That's a good
yeah.
one.
I hope I'm right on that. I'm pretty sure my mother said 90.
Right?
Incredible.
Yeah. My dad died
But-
at 58. His mom died at 60.
59.
But here's yeah,
Cancer,
my
cancer.
my dad passed away at 59 too. He was-
Sucks.
yeah.
Right.
Colon
yeah,
cancer?
so-
Rectal cancer?
He
All right.
no, it's
Worked for me.
maybe they knew each other
Yeah.
somehow.
It was like a bingo. It was like, it's like
But-
what was your mom's?
my mom's with breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
Breast cancer. Breast cancer. Breast cancer.
Your dad get breast cancer?
Anyone know?
What for race cancer?
Yeah,
Bingo!
Yeah. So here's my thing though is the fact that so anyway, she passed away yesterday. May she rest in peace. We're trying to look for flights to get back into fucking England so that we can go to the funeral in the
gosh.
next 2 weeks.
Really?
Jeez.
You're going to have to be fucking quarantined for like 2
So that's
weeks,
the-
dude.
Oh,
So
fuck.
that's
Damn.
exactly my point.
Damn.
That's gnarly.
U.S. is still under that list.
Yep.
U.S. is, among other countries, a country that is under that list. And for how the U.S. stands and should be as one of the fucking figureheads that we are in the world,
Keyword
or supposedly
Mm-hmm.
are,
Yeah.
Yep.
there are so many countries that are exempt from that list. And I get it. People like to say, like, oh, America's this big and, like, yada, yada. But we should have been done with COVID. We
Yeah.
should have been. Like, this should have been contained. The second that it got found out, it should have been
Yeah.
squashed. Like,
Yeah.
and it wasn't. I don't care what your political
And-
stance is or anything. I'm
Right.
not even going to get into that.
Exactly.
But it wasn't handled properly. It's just the fact
We're a
that
bunch of hacks.
there
yeah.
needs to be. We're definitely not doing
Yeah.
it right.
Dude,
Because,
Oliver's family's South Korean, and
What?
he's like, they crushed it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah, as
Yeah.
much shit as I talk
They're-
about it,
they're cool.
I work at U-Haul. I still wear my mask. I still do
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I don't want to do?
Get it?
From these fucking nasty ass fucking people.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
even
there's
though
crackheads
even though I
on
might
Beach
kill
Boulevard.
it and like nothing's gonna happen to me, I still don't fucking want it.
No,
And
exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
cleaning these trucks anyways, and I probably already got it, and I'm probably totally fucking fine.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, we got shields in front of us, and I see customers talk and spit hits the shield. I go like,
Oh,
that was gonna
fuck.
be in my
That's
fucking
gross.
face.
That's fucking
Like, I'm
gross.
still gonna have that on, and I have this on, so I can't spit on you, because I'm gonna kill you.
Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Dude,
Those fucking
Right?
videos of people who, like, the people, the
Like
Karens
spitting in your
of the,
mouth.
Oh
on the
my
internet,
God.
like,
oh.
trying to spit at people. They're just like, fuck you, I'm not wearing a mask. It's
my
like,
my
That's
lady's
insane.
aunt is named Karen, and she's so pissed that it's called Karen. She like wants to change her name. It's like, why is it gotta be Karen? And I'm like, well, Karen.
I'm sorry, but you're kind of sounding like a
She
Karen
does
right
listen,
now.
I love you. I'm just kidding.
She's kind of carrying it up right
This
now.
is why your name is Karen.
That is offensive to my man. Okay, I hear you, but you're really carrying it up.
You're not helping the situation here.
Poor Karen.
Coronavirus sucks. It's fucked. It needs to just like I'm willing to. And don't get me wrong, we're all fucking sitting each other. We're not sitting 6
We're
feet
here.
apart.
No, we're here.
And we're not.
We don't
We
know
know-
each other
you
that
know,
well.
We're not
we
doing
still hang out.
our part as well. But
But we're gonna complain about it. God
And-
damn it!
because we're informed.
and we're Americans.
And we're not voting either. That's right. Pure, unfiltered ignorance here for your here for your entertainment. No, everyone's absolutely right. This shit should have been done, and I think it's interesting that the Karens have been so interesting to watch because there are Karens who bitch about you can't put a mask on me. There's also Karens that
See,
bitch about
that's
where
ridiculous.
is your mask?
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
is
yeah.
your mask?
Yeah.
You can't be in here.
Oh, good
I think
without
it's-
a mask.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
also very important for us to all talk about our fucking opinions because no one fucking knows.
We didn't
And
have
no one's
Karens.
no one's
though.
right or wrong.
If we didn't have Karens in this world, so many dicks
tell you what.
would get us so away.
What
with
are the guys
so
called?
I'd feel a lot worse about the fact that we're trying to talk advice while we're doing this. Like, you know, like
Karens of the world, take us down.
Karen's making me
Come
feel
at us.
better. They make me feel better.
Karens unite.
What are the guys called?
Oh, it's like
Karen,
Chads.
No,
Chads.
Kent.
Chads, right?
it's Chads.
Isn't it, I think
No.
it's Chads.
No,
right?
it's not.
Is it
Not
Chads?
Chad.
No.
I mean, Chad's a good choice.
I tell you
That's a
what.
good choice. Yeah.
Sorry, Chad.
If there's, if
I
there
know
was,
a guy named Chad. He's a total tool. Yeah.
Karen and Kevin.
Cat.
all right,
Kevin.
so if there was
Oh,
less
Kevin.
Kevins, there'd be less black guys getting stopped and held against their will. That's what would happen if there was less Kevins in the fucking world.
That may be
I watched
true.
another video of
That may
this
be
guy
true.
delivering today. He's delivering at this house, and he's got a camera on at all times. And this guy pulls up and just stops, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I just did a delivery." He's like, How'd you get in here?" He's like, "I got a gate code and I'm delivering for my delivery company." He's like, "Who'd you deliver to? Who'd you get a gate code?" He's like, "I'm fucking telling you that." And then they just hold him there. He's like, "You're holding me against my will." He's like, "Fine, 911, dude." He's like, "Boop, boop, boop." He's like, "What is it called? Unlawful detainment or something?" He's like, "I'm being unlawfully detained. I'm a black guy. I'm really worried for my life right now. I got these 2 white guys saying shit." The white guy's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm talking to 911 right now." And then just they go away. Then the black guy has to wait, and then he gets put in handcuffs in a police car and has to answer the questions.
Oh my god.
That's America.
Really?
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's fucking awful.
Don't catch you slipping.
Don't catch you slipping.
Yeah, that's what it makes me ashamed to know Kevin's or to be white, either one.
Look how I'm whipping though.
Hey,
I mean, like,
don't be black in my private neighborhood.
Hey, that was
That
it.
was good.
That's
That
it
was
right
good.
there.
Put it in
That
the
was
middle.
good.
Put it in
That's
the
the
middle.
closest we've got here
You
tonight.
had some great, I saw that.
You just
Yeah.
get-
It gets very mechanical.
That's
This was
great
number 2.
positioning,
I had
yeah.
to geometry it out.
Mhm. Well, you learned from the first one, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I made some halftime adjustments.
Oh.
Oh. Just a
Dude,
shame.
just get out.
No, I mean, I was trying to make up for the horrible shame of the earlier can.
It was
God
not good. Yeah.
Damn it.
I don't know how anybody's
shouldn't
going to
wear
beat that.
flip-flops.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a really good one.
It's
Yeah.
me a hard one.
Excellent.
There was the winner over here, and it's like a perfectly on top can.
I think it's an Oliver
Really?
can.
No,
I never
way.
realized how much
Oliver
harder it is to do that while you're sitting down.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
right?
weird.
Because
Yeah.
you can't. Because you have to get your foot like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
straight up and down mosh.
It's a science.
Out of all the things that have happened this year, what's like the biggest thing on your mind of what's going on? Like, there's the election, there's Black Lives Matter
our live show is
protests.
going to
there's-
come back.
What?
That's the biggest thing.
Because political
Yeah.
shit doesn't matter. The electoral college exists, and because of the electoral college, it doesn't really matter what we vote for. This state's going to go blue, whether you vote purple, green,
Yeah,
or
we
whatever.
It don't
black.
matter, yeah.
So
And whether-
that doesn't matter.
But another thing to
when
think
our live
about.
shows come back.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Yeah.
miss it. Go
But-
ahead. Another thing to look
But the one thing is too. That's why you got to get more politically involved, though, because, in my personal opinion, and I'm not going to say who I support or not.
It's cool.
But-
We'll talk Jesus later.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go to church on Sunday,
Yeah.
but
Satanist
No.
church.
Yeah.
They exist.
Muhammad Ali. Yeah.
but
Great deity.
yeah,
Yes.
I just might be losing my train of thought right now.
No,
Fuck.
your political party. Like I stand third. I believe in a third party because people go, you either got to go to Democrat or Republican. But until people start voting for a third party, there will never be a third party. Because so until the more people, majority, start voting and we start seeing that a third party could exist, because a two-party system in the United States in 2020 is bullshit.
It's so
if you handed a
anti-
cell
it's
phone
so
to
anti-constitution.
George Washington and said, "Here, take a picture of us together," the guy would probably fucking kill himself because he has no idea. He's like, "What do you mean you can just talk to anyone you want to at a split of a second, or we can just get on this fucking iTunes and look at each other's faces while
General
this guy's
Washington.
across the fucking
A
world?"
message from China.
The United States is it's the president of South Korea. He's like, "Get back, kill it, get back." Yeah, but just like what our nation was
March on
founded
it.
on,
Sir, we have
it's just
bombs
like
now. What are bombs?
doesn't exist in modern day anymore.
Yeah.
Just
no.
like the Bible's great and it has great things that help you not do
if we're
that
going
are good
politics,
person.
we got to go religion.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
You have to.
But
It's
just
the
like,
same.
There's
Same.
foundations to build on and to grow on, and they are worldly and they work for everyone.
Here's the
but
good news.
in the end, power is power, and people like in our country are
There's
just
a lot of shitheads.
pulling all the
There's
shit.
a lot
in.
of shitheads.
The good
Yeah.
news for me.
people in the world.
The good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The good
Yeah.
news for me is that I love the show. I
Craig
love
does.
the show.
I just refuse.
so much.
He watched it all and I just
Which
hate
show?
it.
The show.
The Democratic and the Republican,
The
all the
show.
conventions, the whole
It's like a soap opera,
show,
yeah.
dude.
You go ahead and you vote for whoever you want to. You leave that ballot box feeling satisfied, American. You feel good. You get yourself a McDonald's burger on the way home, and you get that sticker, and you post it on social media. I'll tell you what, it's way bigger than all of that.
Yeah.
And the sooner you know that and enjoy the show, the less stress you have.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And-
I am confused in the last 4 years why.
What, like sexually?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I think that's a
100%.
lifelong journey for me. I have been
He's a
confused
Zer,
that
okay.
the hands that turn the world are letting this country get so disillusioned within their own population.
Yeah.
And whoever is behind all of this, because Trump doesn't get in office unless it's signed off by like 1,000 people, most of which outside this country, right?
But it's all his fault.
Of course, because he's the figurehead. I wish we had the Queen of England, because she just gets in a car and does this shit, and everyone says, awesome.
Yeah.
What
Smile
a lady.
and wave.
Yeah.
Smile
That's
and
great.
wave. Yeah.
Dude, I like her way more.
It makes people feel a lot better, like, because the person in charge has poise. Like, you can look to them for direction. We have a volatile, like, child, and it's really splitting apart people and dividing people on a really core
core values. Like, he's finding a way to just like get one people that go this way for him.
That's right, because he's taken that underground of what is America, the beer drinking redneck farm Dustin,
where we're from.
Like, where we're from, like podunk. Like most of the country's fucking podunk.
Yeah,
it's
I want
not
guns.
New York. It's not L.A. It's not Chicago.
Yeah.
It's fucking Topeka, Kansas.
It's Washington.
Tallahassee,
it's Pennsylvania,
Florida.
South Carolina,
all
Alabama,
why do you think he
Louisiana,
already
Arkansas.
has a base and will probably get reelected unless there's some kind of fucking miracle?
It speaks to volumes of all across the nation that you're always going to have it, though. Like, don't get me wrong, this is a blue fucking state. But I met my fair share of Trump supporters here.
Oh,
I have.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, dude. We're in Orange County,
and in Orange County as well. And still, like, even with that, and there is a kind of stance where everybody.
It's flat.
It's flat. It's flat.
Suck.
But
It's flat. Flat.
Flat. God damn it. Look, it's flat.
I submit thee.
you didn't beat him, but you did it, so that's good. But no, dude. Like you go to Huntington Beach, that's where I live, and there is like way too many white supremacists that live there. And then Costa Mesa, the same shit.
where did that? Like, when did that ever?
I don't
become
know.
Why did that come out of the woodwork?
Because
all these guys just started coming out there, just like,
Dude.
because we know
and bomb this.
We know some
the
of
type
them,
of people
and-
that are OG Huntington Beach, that like bought land in Huntington Beach. Like their parents were here when it was all orange groves, and they're white as fuck, and they're rich white as
and
fuck.
they're privileged as fuck
And
with
they're-
a silver
and
spoon
they're
handed to them.
inherited money. The guy that we know married into the Bouchard family, which is a main street in Huntington Beach. It is a main street that comes from the beach.
His
to, like,
family
the
owned a
405.
pony farm on Slater in Newland. Newland is a family. Slaters are a family. Bouchards are a
Old
family.
money,
Talberts
like-
are a family.
right?
So they lived there back in the 40s when it was just nothing, just farmland. And then
They capitalized on it.
They have kids. They marry into the other farm families, which is, dude, there's nothing wrong with it. And it is a fucking American dream that they got.
Until you're
Yeah.
banging
But
your
then-
sister.
Yeah. Or until your kid
That's also the American dream.
until your kid marries into a rich family too, they get given a house from their families, and then they're like sitting
Everyone
there
owns
talking
lands
shit
already, yeah.
on, let's just say, the Black Lives Movement. They're talking shit on X, Y, and Z.
Well, the
and you're
problem
just
for-
going like, hey,
yeah.
dude, how do you know anything outside of your white privilege
Well-
of you being handed a house, being handed a rich dad, being handed a fucking hot wife with a rich family? Like, how do you even know what it's like to hurt
And in
or
the
not be in the
meantime-
position that you're
in
in?
the meantime, these generations have seen Garden Grove go from orange groves to
Yeah.
the melting pot that Garden Grove actually is.
Oh, just
Hispanic
Huntington Beach
as
alone,
fuck,
dude.
Vietnamese as fuck. Yeah. All of Orange County
Slater
has now...
slums. They call it the Slater slums because that's where the Mexicans live. Like, that's so fucking gnarly.
My
In
buddy,
Michigan, it's just the fucking ghetto because
Yeah.
that's where the
Yeah.
fucking poor people live.
my buddy Will, he had met. He does a lot of Craigslist deals, and this woman was telling him a
Yes.
whole bunch of slangs for like a whole bunch of slangs for totally
racist slurs?
Okay.
yeah, like racist background
yeah,
on like
yeah,
the
yeah.
like a play on words kind of a thing. But it's just
Yeah.
kind of fun. I don't know, and it's just it is hard for people to think outside of their own world.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Yeah, dude.
And this is not to say either that we didn't grow up in a racist fucking land because Detroit's
Oh my
racist as fuck,
God,
dude.
yeah.
Like from
The racism
anyone
there
you know,
is
yeah.
like... I don't know. It's
Dude, my
the
dad
South is
said the
blatant.
N-word way
Yeah.
too much, but my dad grew up one black guy in an all-black school, and like a bunch of shit happened to him too. Doesn't mean that it fucking is good or
The
what he
Detroit
said
area
was great.
has its own
But
style.
there
of-
is a gnarly racism that happens everywhere. But it's just to say that places like this that think that they're just immune to whatever's happening and just look at everywhere else, it's just like the media is telling me it's this fucking horrible thing when it's just like, dude, open your fucking eyes. Like, you can't shoot a black guy when he's breaking up a fight 7 times in the back as he's getting to his car when 3 of his kids are in there, and one of them is his birthday.
What? His name was Jacob what?
Jake Blake?
Yeah, Jacob Blake.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
Jacob
I think
Blake.
I've
That was the
seen
most
that.
recent
I-
one.
yeah,
And
yeah,
more,
I saw
more-
another one that was like, "This is America," and it's a black lady down on the ground with her hands up, and 3 of her kids. One of the little kids has a princess crown on. It was her birthday. The Denver Police Department got a tip that there was a stolen motorcycle, and they pulled over an SUV from a different state and put them
Makes
all
sense. Makes
at
sense.
guns
Yeah,
ablazing.
Yeah.
Black mom
Wow.
with 3 black little children, like under 7.
My
And it's like,
God.
this is America. Here's a girl who it's her birthday, and now she's got a policeman with a gun drawn at her, face
That's
down with her hands
incredible.
up.
That's fucking
And there's a crown on.
incredible. Wow.
You know what I say? If I had nothing to lose, I'd start shooting. I would just start shooting people. Like a cop dead.
This is going to sound like the weirdest thing ever. However,
Yeah.
I am thankful that our society is really paying attention to all of these tragedies with real, sincere honesty and passion to do something about that.
There's more awareness now. Huh?
Because 3 years ago, we had mass shootings non-stop.
All the 2015
rampant.
was nothing but school shootings.
It's all we could
Dude,
talk about. It's the
insane.
only thing that was circulating, and all we did was send prayers, hope and prayers, and talk about either gun control or mental health, and do nothing about it. Actually, do nothing about it. All we did was
I mean,
fucking
what
talk
kind of
about it.
fuck does it take to go and shoot up a school? You know?
Just a
What
different,
kind of a
like
fuck
a
is
totally
that?
different
Yeah,
level.
That's
And-
just fucked.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm
Who does that?
I don't know. In some
Yeah.
ways, I'm glad we're not talking about that because there is no solution for that.
For
one.
No,
those
I got a
shits.
solution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My solution would be
More guns.
when we capture these crazy white people and we
Castricide.
somehow find a way to bring them to jail and let
Yeah,
them have a
come here,
trial.
boy.
No,
Yeah.
whatever you did to that person or those group of people, we put you on a stake and we slowly shoot you publicly on television until you die.
Until
And then the
you
next
die.
person that does it, we kill you live on television at the equal fucking thing that
However
you do.
many bullets you got into however many
Dude,
people,
I'll
you-
shoot your
you-
toes
you
off,
get
your
that
fucking
many
fingers off.
Let's
but I'm
stick
gonna
to
keep
what we
showing
know.
you
Let's just get them hanged, drawn, and quartered. You know,
Yeah.
Just
Dude,
fucking-
but what I'm saying, you start showing
Tarred
that
and
you're
feathered,
going to
yeah.
be tortured and shown that you're a piece of shit on television.
You're a
people would
Hammurabi
stop
guy.
doing
I
it.
appreciate
Nah,
that.
but
You're
nah.
probably
It's not an actual
gonna
answer
It
though.
would make me
You'd
feel
end up
better.
with more of the same, and we'd
Well-
end up in the same kind of
Well, if
fucking.
you want to die like that, I'm cool with it. At least someone's dying, and I'm not paying taxes.
It'll
for
give
you
me something
stay.
to watch while I
Stay
eat
in
my
a
dinner.
privatized
Yeah.
prison, dude.
Less traffic on the 405. All right.
Less population in
Anything
privatized
for less
prisons.
traffic here, yeah.
Dude, privatized prison. That's another.
Because that's a
fucking,
fucked up thing in this world.
That's
we pay
one of my.
people to keep
people make
in.
money off of the fact that they can
That
incarcerate
should
people.
never
Yeah, that's amazing.
happen.
There are so many analogies to modern day slavery because of the fucking huge racial imbalance in who is fucking put in prison and kept there.
Yeah.
And the people that invest in the companies to put them there and keep them there.
That's
And
crazy.
you have a whole
shit.
workforce behind it. It's like,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
you give me these numbers, then
By
That's
the
incentive.
way, how many wildfires are going on in California right
Dude, a
74,000.
fuck ton.
now? Do you know the
A
percentage of
fuck ton.
firefighters that are convicts?
It's like
That
60%
are
or something,
convicts?
right?
Yeah, it's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
What? No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
at
No
least 60.
shit.
It's
That's
minimum.
that's
Yeah,
a thing.
And they're giving them
Yeah.
like triple
Didn't know
time.
that.
And the more
too,
fires
which is
there
like-
are, the more we can let out for release and go, Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Yeah.
like,
That's
you sold a
funny,
joint in
man.
1964? Go fight these fires.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Look, you smuggled. How old are you? 107? You smuggled alcohol? Go fight these
You
fires.
got pulled over for tags, huh?
You had a
There's a
speakeasy?
fire.
Yeah, yeah.
You got asthma?
Incredible.
You got asthma and you didn't pay your
I'll
your
tell you
parking
what.
ticket?
I'll
There's
tell you
a
what, it's
fires.
very cost effective.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
It's a smart business.
It's so cost effective that when they die, you just let them cremate themselves.
There you go.
You just
There
let
you go. But you still have,
recycle.
but you still have to build a family's life
Recycle,
insurance
yeah.
because they have it.
No, they just have a cross in the middle of a forest that just says, "Here lies John."
Oh my god! It's only funny
Here
'cause
lies
it's
we forgot.
so-
Yeah.
Here
Yeah, what was
lies
his name
zero
again?
one three two four five seven.
Oh god,
They
That's-
couldn't even
that's going
find
back
his
to
teeth.
Hitler era.
Oh, they couldn't even find his teeth. It's
Oh,
it's
God.
painfully true. But I mean,
Ugh.
that's kind of the world we live in. At least we could elect someone that doesn't have us talk about our shitty parts. We could
You
elect
know?
someone that like makes us at least feel
Dude,
good about
here's what's so
drone
fucked.
bombing civilians in
Craig,
Yemen and shit like that.
We have a problem with police right now, and then the Democrats pull a police
They're so fucked
in.
too.
What? You got old creepy ass Joe talking about hair
Old Joe.
in a
Listen,
pool,
he's the
kids rubbing it.
He's the company guy. He knew Obama, all right? And that's the last time that the American people knew that everything was okay.
We had Bernie,
Was when-
dude. We had
Bernie is the candidate that America could never actually attain.
I'm definitely for Bernie, but it's the same thing with politics over and over
the
again.
coastal elites.
But I'm sorry. It's like, you ever seen that episode of South Park? You pick between a douche and a turd.
Turd sandwich, yeah.
We don't have that construct right now.
Yeah.
It's
And-
very clear who we need to pick.
Yeah.
And there's a very big backing of the ideas in the kind of Senate that's going to be backing Biden. There's a lot more that's going to come
It's the
of
company
it.
guy.
And don't get me wrong, it's the same kind of system, but like to where
No.
it's like there's a whole House of Representatives and stuff like that too, because like you were talking about electoral college before, and I've always been high strung on that. But the one thing
It's
that's
just so fucked. Hillary Clinton won the election.
Guys,
it is, and the electoral
that's
college.
spoken as civilians who live in a major metropolitan
What?
area.
That doesn't make sense,
Where
though.
the popular vote just wins.
Dude.
Cool. Then all the people in Topeka, Tallahassee, fucking
Correct.
Lubbock, Texas.
That's absolute
Electoral
equality.
college happened when there was like 7 people in a state. So they're like, hey, there's 6 people over here. Their vote means more. Now there's millions of people.
Drama for your
everywhere.
mama. Trump 2016 played the game,
That's amazing.
knew how to play the game, and got the Tetris, man. He
In the
he
words
knew exactly what
of
he had
rage,
to do. And
I hope he gets bold.
In fact, it's more
bullet
impressive.
in his
It's
fucking
more
head. I gotta
impressive to take advantage of such a system when you know you're not popular in
Yeah.
the cities, and then you literally go district by district and be like, "We can win this, no
Yeah.
problem."
Yeah,
Well,
fuck it.
that's the
Let's
thing.
go.
He won the electoral in a fucking landslide. Electoral wasn't even a popular was by like what 51% to 49%, maybe 50.5 to 49.
It was like 51 to yeah.
Who the fuck cares? Because he played the game. He actually figured it out, and that's why I'm still worried. I'm still worried. I don't think Biden's going to do it. I still don't think he does because that constituency has not died down one iota.
Here's the thing. The numbers that they're looking at right now is that Trump's approval ratings in the swing states. Here's the thing.
Hillary was up by 20 election day.
No. This ties in with electoral vote, though.
Yeah,
She was.
Yeah.
She was. No. I'm talking about the fact that in the swing states that he has, the reason why Trump could be at risk right now. Don't know. I still think that Trump honestly will probably take it, which is the saddest part about it. But what I'm trying to say, the one thing that they're trying to say is that the swing states right now, it's Florida as well among
Michigan.
6 others,
Pennsylvania.
and yeah, they are all. Trump has declined tremendously, and so we can have the choice if we vote in, and if we make these senators, and if we make them who are a part of the electoral college, and if we vote them, and if they're voted in, to sway the other way, because his approval rating is by a 10 to 15 point margin, and even if the senator vote came in, it's still really risky for him. And that's why he's trying. Why do you think he's trying to do this shit with the USPS right now?
if all of
Yeah, that's
oh,
some fucked up
absolutely.
shit. Yeah, what's up with that?
He's trying. He's
What's up with
is up
that?
with that?
Yeah.
he is trying to take away votes, so then that way he doesn't get these spots missed. If he loses these states, he loses a spot. He needs a Republican dominant party back up. That's the reason why he's
Republican
been able-
Senate. And that's why he wasn't actually formally impeached. If he had a Democratic Senate, he would already
Because there
been, like,
was
fully
actually,
impeached.
yeah.
Same
like,
thing
The
that
House
happened with
is
Obama.
Democratic, and they impeached him. Then they passed it to the Senate, and the Senate
And
said,
they were just like, "Fuck you," yeah.
yeah, 'cause, yeah.
Yeah.
Mitch McConnell.
Why are there
fucking
levels of our government like that?
Because it's the game.
Yeah, that's right.
So enjoy the show. Enjoy.
It gives you
I'm
something
excited-
to watch.
I'm
yeah.
excited for the October
It's not
surprise.
good.
In
Hey,
every election
as long as I
cycle-
could just sit back and drink my beer.
every election cycle, there's an October surprise.
Like every Republican.
Yeah.
Just
It's
give
a
me
thing.
my guns and my beer.
yeah.
I don't give a
See,
shit
now,
about you.
now you're voting the way the people do, and that's what I appreciate. That's people, because people don't
Craig,
give a
I'm
fuck
still
about
voting for like
policy.
Joe Jorgensen or whatever.
No, I voted for Chuck Norris.
Fuck yeah! I wrote in Joe Exotic in 2016.
Craig
I want
did.
Joe Rogan.
I
Joe
wrote
Rogan.
in Joe
He's great at
Exotic.
podcasts.
He's
He
great.
should be
at podcast.
interviewing.
I will say I'm voting
How do we get Joe
young
Rogan in
for
here?
every
Yeah.
single category this year.
Young person.
I'm just like
Whoever's the youngest person, that's
yes.
what you're doing.
the youngest
Good.
person. I'm voting that
Good.
way.
Nancy
it's
Pelosi's
just
like 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of these old fucks
Chuck
that have
Schumer's
no
Amy
idea.
Schumer's uncle, and he's also 1,000 years old.
Chuck
These people need to
Schumer?
get the fuck out of government.
Yeah, dude. It needs to be like
You
put,
live, you
putting
live in
down
a
dog,
mansion,
dude.
You
Let's
live
just
in a
pet her
mansion,
head.
not a Senate mansion. You suck. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, let's just pet her head and let's just inject her with the fucking knockout stuff.
Amy Schumer?
No. Like how you kill dogs? Let's
Just
kill
give her
Nancy
Movin.
Pelosi like
Just
that.
give her
Pelosi?
Movin.
Yeah.
Allegedly. See, now you're
you're right.
talking. You're threatening a governmental figure. Allegedly.
I'm allegedly saying Donald
Thank you
Trump
all for
should
good
get
night.
it.
I'm out. Do not represent any of the ideas that this man does.
He does. He told me it's written down in this book.
That's
From
right.
Daniel.
These are his words. Yeah.
When you enter this room, there's a really fine print on the molding of the door.
You're fucked.
And so technically, you read it.
It says you believe everything I believe. And
By
say-
reading this.
Good luck.
You have agreed to
All right, how
yeah.
about this? So during lockdown, jobs, did everything stable? Did you lose a job or did you
Dude,
collect unemployment?
I've been fucking busier than ever,
talk.
man.
What do we got?
Yeah, dude. So my folks and I, we've got a bike shop.
Fuck yeah.
In
Oh,
Irvine.
that's
Shit.
like the,
the
jam.
fucking
then, dude.
bike industry is
What's the bike shop called?
Exploded.
Dude,
I was
we're-
looking for inner tubes the other
inner
day.
tubes. I can't even get them. I can't even get them. No shit, dude.
Yeah.
I can't get fucking inner
What
tubes.
is it called? Burks?
We're Groove e-bikes.
Shout out Groovy
Yeah.
Bikes.
Shout out Groovy Bikes. Yeah.
Electric bikes too?
We're electric bikes.
They are
so
electric
we're
bikes.
mainly
It's
electric
Groove
bike.
e-bikes,
Yeah, uh-huh,
electric
yeah.
bikes.
Well, in that area, Irvine,
So-
like Mission Viejo,
Yeah,
that's
money,
all hills.
dude.
Right over on
Oh,
Woodbridge,
money.
yeah.
It's been nuts,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Like I usually I was like 5 days out of the week, you know. When this whole thing started, I'm now working 6 days out of the week.
Shit.
You know? Only reason I'm not working 7 is because we're closed Monday.
Dude, our buddies from Pluto the Planet work at Jack's.
Oh yeah.
And
HP.
like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, they,
Oh, and HP. Yeah.
dude,
on Main
they
Street.
just say like, they're like, we don't have any bikes to sell people.
No,
It's just
it's
when orders
fucking
come
crazy.
in, we put their
Yep.
shit together and we call them. And like,
Yeah.
there's so many orders that all I do all day is unload pallets and put
Dude.
together bikes.
Assemble them and then
yeah,
just
that's
out the
what I've
door.
been
Already
doing.
sold.
Dude, I can't build bikes fast enough to
Right.
to keep up with
I'm
that.
right
But
on
the thing,
mismatched tires
no,
right
but
now.
honestly, the thing is for him though, this is a family company.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is his dad who owns the place.
yeah.
So
So
the
we're
fact that
literally
it's
just
doing
like,
that well, it's like
yeah, it's
That's
that's
fucking
fucking
legit.
awesome.
Great for you.
yeah.
uh-huh.
You ended up in like
Yeah.
the industry.
dude.
Yeah.
Who
Dude,
knew
a
that
Southern
a
California
fucking
lockdown.
pandemic would be the
Dude.
best thing for business?
My buddy did high-end hair care, but one of the things available for him was hand sanitizer. So when the COVID was starting to happen, he
Can you
bought
jerk off with it,
he
too?
bought pallets and pallets of hand sanitizer. So like Macy's, Nordstrom's,
Clean.
Dry.
what's that beer place over here by South Coast?
Burns too.
Carl Strauss?
Yeah, Carl Strauss. They bought like hundreds of thousands of dollars of fucking hand sanitizer from him.
That's nuts.
He got rich not from his high-end hair care, but because
From hand
he had
sanitizer.
hand sanitizer available.
Yeah, I saw that a bunch of companies
Dude.
that were doing a bunch
Just
of
making
other
fat
shit.
cash.
Yeah,
All he's
they
doing is just
started
like taking
switching
a
up.
50-gallon drum of hand sanitizer, putting it in a pump jar, and putting like a sticker on there. Be like,
Yeah.
$20?
Yeah.
Like, thanks. Boop. Dude, yeah. Stupid.
Capitalizing, man.
Capitalizing.
That's America.
Yeah, if it works, yeah.
Capitalism.
It's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
No, that's fucking
yeah,
awesome.
It's nuts, man.
And so
yeah, it's
you're
fucking
and now
nuts,
you all
yeah.
have a bunch of new customers too.
Yeah, a shitload. Yeah.
Yeah. And all the
But
maintenance
I
on
don't
that
remember any
shit.
of them because there's so many people. Yeah. And I'm already bad with like,
That's
names
okay.
and faces.
They know you.
Yeah. I guess so, yeah.
And so
Yeah.
every time they visit, we're like,
Uh,
"Hey,
Hey, what's up? Yeah.
Brandon.
Hey, you.
I call everyone Brandon. I'm like, hey, Brandon. My name's Todd. Like, what's going on, Todd?
And they're
Yeah.
gonna come in and say,
Yeah, exactly.
I lost the little,
Yeah, little
you know,
cap
the cap that goes
on
on the,
yeah.
it's gone. If I could just, if you could, please.
You
Yeah.
fix
Here's
their
5
bike?
of them. Fuck
And then
off.
you're like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
$60. I'll get it all tuned up for you.
Now
That's
you're
a
missing your
steal.
bike seat, bitch.
Yeah.
Still easy, no problem. Is it gonna be ready today, or should I come back tomorrow? And what about you?
But,
Work things
The fucking work. Work is great. I
straight
work,
through?
yeah,
Since March?
I'm considered essential. I work as a land surveyor.
Great.
And
What?
the company I work for, the owner of the
land
company
fair?
is a land surveyor.
Land
yeah.
surveying, like
Like
Land
surveying.
surveying.
Yeah. Land surveyor. Land surveyor. Land
I
surveyor.
heard
Land
like, I'm a
surveyor.
Lancist.
Yeah. I'm a land surveyor.
I work
Oh,
for
you
medieval
got Lance.
times, and I fucking
You
land.
stinky Frenchman.
I have a lance.
So you're fucking
Yeah.
surveying land.
So I go out and I'm a chainman, and my buddy got me into this company, a fucking terrific company, like just
Great.
that was Julian, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
just
you-
our bassist.
You're just cruising out
All
to
right,
different
no,
spots and
I'm,
getting.
I'm your bassist, Dan.
Yeah, I just realized.
I play bass. Yeah.
Our
Wait a
bassist,
second.
let me finish. Our bassist needs to shut up.
I play bass.
But
That's rad. So you make sure, like, if you're gonna build a house right here, you're allowed to fucking build a house.
it's
Commercial?
Commercial, private, all that kind
Cool.
of stuff. And so so we go through and it's just honestly, just the fucking owner of this company he's just tenfold gone above and beyond. He's just
Seems like a
Fuck
rad
yeah.
I'm not gonna
dude,
name
yeah.
anyone or anything like that. Don't know if they want to.
Shout out no
mentioned.
one. We know you're watching.
Yeah, no one land
No
surveying.
name. That's
But-
you.
Patent still pending.
Oh,
But
We
Come back
talk
next
Daniel
week.
next week. He's like,
Tune
yeah,
in
I
next
opened
week.
my own
Yeah.
company.
For a name reveal.
Land surveying.
no land surveying goes under, dude. Talking Black Lives Matter, political.
there's a little pop-up
Tank's
ad.
own career.
Pop-up ad at the bottom of the screen. Click it, it takes you right to the website.
But no, honestly, another man's treasure is another man's misfortune.
Yeah.
Totally.
I've made more
Totally.
money through coronavirus than I ever have.
Sweet.
My
Because of
compa-
lockdown? Well, how?
It's because I have to drive out to job sites.
Then there's a lot less
They're
traffic,
pay-
huh?
Well,
Yeah.
they're paying for my gas now
Yeah.
because we're all driving separately.
Oh,
to
you're
school.
driving?
Oh.
Like,
And they give us a check at the end of the month for the amount of miles that you've been driving.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And so that on top of and this is the best. Just
Free blowjobs?
Yeah.
You got to go there?
blowjobs the whole drive up there.
no, he's been helping. He's been personally the owner.
It might be a dude, but
The owner of the company has personally been helping us out, balance out our checks. So if we've only worked 25 hours for the week, he's balanced us out to 40.
No
That's
shit.
sick.
And when he got the government loan, he was using that to help, like, subsidize us all the way to like 50 hours a week
Oh,
and use
fuck
it whenever
yes.
as far as he could.
that's a
But
stand-up
now,
dude.
but right now he's doing it out of his own pocket. From what I understand, I could be wrong on that.
Because that's
but
what Julian
You're
was saying,
Idyllwild
Yeah.
official, right?
What was that?
Idyllwild official.
Oh, yeah, on
Yeah, on
Instagram. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
We can put it in the description and shit.
Great
I'm glad you got
company,
that
great
down.
guy. Just absolutely the idea of how to come together and how to fucking
This
make
is for
people work.
your next promotion. I just put shout out to good bosses.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There's a
goodness,
little
right.
clip from
All
that, dude. That
day.
way, you know,
Dude,
he can-
especially in this time, so many people,
Dude,
small business
yeah.
owners,
Fuck.
especially.
Yeah.
He's
Got
purposely kept
crushed.
it private.
Fucked.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was not a good employee when I first started. Like,
Sure.
I wasn't. I like my dad.
still
My
iffy.
dad had just
Yeah.
passed away, and there was just
Oh.
a whole bunch of like. I just was not invested.
Your
in
promotion is not our decision. Don't
Like,
worry about
yeah.
it.
yeah. You don't have to convince us. Yeah.
health.
we're not as nice. We'll give ourselves promotion and just look down on you. Right? So, don't ask us for it.
But yeah, honestly, just so
Good.
happy they
That's
kept
awesome,
me in the
dude.
company. Just
Fuck yeah.
honestly, it's
Finding a company like that is like great because like
It's
my
one in a
last job
million.
before this one, I worked for a dude that just like had a great heart and it was good to work for. And like one of the nicest things was just like throughout my time working for him, even though I didn't make as much money as I'd like to, he scratched my back a lot. And like that's one of the nicest things to have happen in these days because you can go work for Trader Joe's, you work for Home Depot. Those fucking people don't matter. You are just a cog in the machine.
Yeah.
So to find someone that could be family in a sense, you know, or to have like workmates that feel like family
COVID.
Yeah.
is
Isn't
way
it?
better than to work for any fucking conglomerate or corporation.
All day.
So congrats
Yeah.
on fucking having a place cool as fuck. No name land surveying, number one, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
Fucking lucky.
isn't
yeah.
that it's like a spot of goddamn
I'll be
luck?
back.
Because for the most part, all the musicians that we have talked to haven't had too many struggles with the employment in this
No.
time.
Yeah.
Isn't that
I mean,
crazy?
Other
That's
than
really great.
Uh-huh.
I
Other
think that's
than-
because musicians fucking hustle.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Because we're not making money off of music.
Craig, we know one people that didn't prosper during this. It is the Cavalactones.
The Cavalactones did not prosper.
The band that was
not.
in your space.
They were.
Oh, no way.
Yep. Shout out Cavalactones.
Dude, we love those guys
Great
too.
fucking guys.
But they were like in a 5-piece band pretty much.
Oh,
and each one of them kind of had a job
like
in
one
the
was
music.
serving, one was lessons.
Yeah, they all were just like, hey, like I don't have any school lessons going on. I don't have, like, my teaching job's gone.
I'm good.
I can take another one. Why not? But they all just got to the point where without live shows, without the income of that, they just had to give up. And like
that's a bummer.
Not give up, but they had to give up the spot.
But I mean, I'm sure they're not jamming without the spot too. That's the thing.
No way.
Like that.
I'm sure they're not jamming either because we went into their room. Your room is like set up kind of like a jam would be. Drums are on the side and everything is like molded around it, and then you got your production thing going on. Dude, these guys had like music stands and like a tuba in the back and like
a tuba,
like a xylophone in
there. They were all like multi-instrumentalists.
That's
really
crazy.
symphonic type people.
All of them did like 7 instruments, but the different instruments. So like you're like
totally different band.
We nicknamed one of the guys
so
Daddy Longtones because we'd be in here podcasting and he'd be like.
Really working on his long tones. Really,
so let's call him Daddy Longtones.
Daddy Longtones.
And we called him to
Shout
his
out
face.
Pritch. Shout out Pritcher.
Pritcher's awesome.
That's
but we called him to his face because that was our nickname for him, and it's not a mean one. We're just like literally like, dude, half the time we're fucking in here, you're in here fucking Daddy Longtones in it, dude. So you being Daddy Longtones,
yeah. Okay, question for you. Here's a curveball because you're our neighbors.
Yes.
And we heard them cover nothing. We just heard them do long tones. What's your favorite things to cover?
You know, it changes because we've all got super different like tastes in music.
Yeah. Good.
I think I'm good. I'm good.
Thank you though.
We've heard you guys cover like a huge variety of things.
Yeah, like it's weird. We all have very different tastes in music, you know, because like I feel like you and Jack are like a lot more like sort of like indie, like sort of grungy influenced. You know,
I'd say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Julian. He's more blues based.
He's butter blues, finger playing kind of guy.
Yeah,
so he's like, it's kind of it's a weird construct because my brother and I are tight because we're brothers.
Yeah.
And I've gotten a lot of music through.
Do you guys
him.
know the
met
Dares?
The Dares? Yeah.
Who?
They're next door to you on that side.
I heard them play once. They're good.
Brothers.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, we've been playing together
nicest
forever.
dudes, nicest fucking dudes in the world.
They're super
Please meet
quiet,
them,
dude. So like,
so nice.
I'm sure
you're
I've
gonna have to
seen them.
introduce yourselves.
Okay.
Just like hey guys,
I've
I wish
seen
you guys just do what we do. We always see you guys playing. What's going on? And they're like, oh yeah, man,
They're
great,
so
I'm
nice.
Yeah.
But twin
They're
brothers.
super
sick.
quiet,
Yeah.
kind of to themselves. People like not socialites.
And the drummer brother is the main writer.
Yeah, which
really threw us.
Insane.
Wait, so they're all
The
brothers?
drummer.
There's 2 twin brothers that have
Yeah.
been they've had like a guy on bass or they've had another project. Someone
Okay.
but they played together obviously since forever. 'Cause
Forever.
they're
Yeah,
brothers,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And there's a guitarist and singer. He sings and plays guitar. The drummer's the one that's writing the songs.
and he
No way.
says the least, has the least amount of volume. Like
Yeah.
he would just sat there and kind of was just like, yeah, guys, I really like doing this. And his brother was like in this thing, and you're just like, every time we got a story out of him, you're just like, damn, dude, this is like a little mini genius guy, like who doesn't talk much, who's really in his own head. But it's like you can recognize like a musician or a writer when you see shit like that, because like you can be as loud as boisterous as you want, but if you can't write anything, it doesn't really matter about your music.
Yeah.
And like it's something where we're like, we've known those guys, the Dares, we call them the Brothers Dare. We've known them for like 15 years now because we used to be in another band.
That's
and
crazy.
the other band that we were in, we were a pop punk
20,
band.
20? No, that's not true. 10. 12.
Yeah, sorry, 12. What did I say? 20?
15. I was like, we weren't out here yet.
Splitting hairs here.
Yeah, we weren't out here yet.
No matter
We're
what,
tacking on
we
years.
knew him back when we were like
He was
we
way
were
off.
a pop
He was
punk band.
way off.
Yeah, we were like a pop punk Warped Tour band, and we had known them from then to something like Chain Reaction, The Alley.
Chain Reaction,
like,
yeah.
all those days when like that shit was hot.
MySpace pop punk, dude.
Yeah,
MySpace
MySpace,
pop punk.
totally.
I played a
totally.
show at Chain Reaction when I was a kid, and it
did
fucking
you?
sucked, dude.
I bet it did, yeah.
And all my
Isn't
friends
that
and
the truth?
all my friends and family were there, and I was a kid, and
That's
we
unfortunate,
we
yeah.
closed the set with Territorial Pissings. And like I said, I was in Nirvana, like into Nirvana.
Yeah.
But I'm a 15-year-old, and so I just was like,
Fuck yes.
Trying to sing Kurt Cobain.
no, but my girlfriend at the time there was there, and I jumped into the crowd. No.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like way back. And
Fuck yes.
At 15,
I
you got
like
girlfriends at the
started shaking the amp to try and make it, and then Jack's guitar just got unplugged, and then it literally was like wow, wow, and then the drums are still playing. It was just and
so punk, dude.
Yeah.
it was. I don't even know what you call that. It's just shit. It just sounded like shit.
That's what you would call it.
Yeah,
That's
it's just shit.
It's just shit.
Like honestly, if anybody heard like what we were playing nowadays and like how I sound now, like it's just not even.
No, they're fans from the Chain Reaction
so
days,
funny,
and they're
dude.
gonna come and say that was the best show you've ever done.
yeah.
Yeah.
We need more shows like that. Yeah.
I mean, you guys are
Yeah.
okay now,
Yeah.
but like that was the best show I've ever.
Yeah.
I'm
seen
glad
do.
you haven't kept up with us.
Still just as good. Still just as good.
I'm glad you haven't kept up with us. Yeah, we
So-
used to be all pop punk, like all black and white. Like I used to have hair.
It was
and
just shtick.
I had black hair with like a white thing, and he was all black and white. And I
You
had
guys
a
were-
rap.
gnarly.
You guys were
Yeah.
Kiss.
Yeah,
That's a lip ring.
yeah. I have one in
Oh,
the middle
okay,
that's
okay,
just covered
okay.
by a beard. But we used to be called "No One Goes Home."
No one
No
goes
tattoos
home.
then. I
Okay.
didn't have any tattoos then.
Yeah, I didn't really have that. I had
Nope.
just a couple.
We had no tattoos. Keyboards. It
Do you have
was
any
very
ink,
gay.
Shane? You don't have any ink, do you?
Tattoos?
I
Tattoos?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Couple.
you?
Uh-huh.
You have two.
I only
have
ever see you
tattoos?
along. We're-
I've got this one here. This
What?
is the
I
Sabbath.
never knew that.
Yeah. uh-huh.
When the hell
Yeah.
did you get that?
That was more recent.
Wait,
Oh,
do you
this is
do you
like,
have Rasta
I don't know,
Bigfoot
I don't-
socks?
Totally, dude.
Rasta
Totally.
Bigfoot. I'm
Rasta
learning.
Bigfoot, yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
Patagonia shoes. What is this?
What
kind
no,
of
these
shoes
are
is that?
dude. These are my favorite shoes, man. These are America. They're skate shoes.
Yeah.
They're like the most comfortable shoes ever.
American.
Shout out America.
Have you seen your style? You got quite a thing going on.
I'm
You know
going,
that,
man.
right?
Oh, I'm going.
I'm going, man.
You are aware how you're dressing, right?
Oh, I'm sick as fuck.
How long have you dread?
Oh, it's been probably about 3 years. Yeah,
3
probably
years.
about 3 years, something like
Was
that.
it easy to get started? I mean,
Dude,
how,
it started so raggedy.
These guys don't even know how long my
Oh.
hair used to be.
Dude, yeah, it was so raggedy.
Me neither.
So
You don't know.
you
how
don't even
long
know.
my
You don't even
hair
know
used
how
to
long
be.
his hair was.
that's fucking rad.
You don't even know.
But no, dude, it just started. It was at this first place that I when I first moved out of my parents' house. It was this place in Santa Ana. We called it Skate Rat Disney. Skate Rat Disneyland. And that's exactly what it was. Whatever pops into your head when you think of Skate Rat Disneyland, that's
what it is.
that's exactly what it
Disneyland
was.
style skate park.
Exactly.
With dirty
Yeah.
rat kids.
My hair.
Oh, look at the
Oh
locks.
yeah, dude, you
Look
had
at
the
the
locks,
locks.
yeah.
Yeah. He's going Thor on us.
Looks like you could be like the guitarist for Coheed and Cambria.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
It's a little less Asgard, and more Asgard. Yeah. Now it's rock
It's
and roll
not
as
bad,
shit. It's
but
Robert
I
Plant.
dig your
Yeah.
hat now.
Robert Plant,
It's
yeah.
very
Robert
Robert
Plant.
Plant.
It's
Yeah,
super
yeah.
Robert
It's like
Plant.
those
yeah.
curls.
Uh-huh.
Baby,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going through and yeah, it's just a bitch to try and maintain. Then you start fucking getting dreads without trying to fucking get dreads, and then it's just like, but it's just
My
yeah.
mom had to cut three pieces of bubble gum out of my hair. I knew I had to stop.
I don't know how I did it, but when I was 3 or 4, I got bubble gum in my eye.
What?
What,
Oh.
In
your
my
eye?
eye,
Like
and
your
I
eyeball?
was just like, "Mom, help me!" I was fucking.
Oh, it was like on your
it was on my eyelashes, and it was like closed.
Your mom's like,
But
why
I
are
had
you trying to chew with your eyes?
Sorry, I said I don't know. I do know. That's total bullshit. I did it. I used to be a dumbass kid. I fucking put it in my eye.
But the motive you don't know.
Yeah, but why the fuck? No, the motive
Why
I don't
this
know why I
happened?
did
Yeah,
it
yeah.
twice. It's happened twice on 2 separate occasions. I don't fucking
Well, it was a
understand.
great idea the first time.
Yeah.
You're improving on it the next. You know?
Why'd you take it out? I was
could
trying
do
to.
this way
It was
better.
a learning curve, yeah.
I was trying to see this through, Mom. You always seem to follow through.
Here's the one thing I'll give you guys today. Next single,
You gonna give-
Bubblegum Eye.
Bubblegum eye?
Bubblegum eye, yeah, I
Yeah.
like it. I like it.
Actually, speaking of, you guys are recording a shitload because you're recording in this
We are.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you have the band like rigged into the Focusrite, into Pro Tools, like
Yeah,
you're nailing shit down,
Dude.
So what's the release plan? Do you have songs that you're building up? to?
Yeah.
So it's now tinkering around and getting ourselves comfortable because as many years as I've been playing, stupidly I've never tried to get myself immersed in this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Which has been such a
Hey, man.
procrastination.
Dude,
That
Jack
shit.
and I had a big breakthrough the other night.
And yeah, every
That
time
was-
I
that
saw the
was
way that
big,
you were
yeah,
handling, and so
sick. Yeah.
make a long story short, we're just we're getting ourselves comfortable, and actually, our friend Hunter, he actually works right around the corner from
He
where
knows
we are
Oliver.
right now.
Like he went
Right.
to middle school.
Those
with
dudes
Oliver.
were like,
what it
oh
was.
shit.
Yeah,
And I was
uh-huh.
like, this guy again.
Yeah,
Oliver,
uh-huh.
this fucking guy.
Yeah.
That's what we get for a local.
But Hunter
This
and us,
motherfucker, yeah.
we've known each other for a while because we used to go to Recess Studios when we didn't have
Cool.
lockout.
Yeah.
And he's actually offered to help us out tremendously. He's gonna be mixing our stuff for us free of
Rad.
charge.
Fuck yeah.
Rad.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
Super helpful. Yeah.
Well, do you have a specific amount of songs you want to get up to? And then
I have an idea of exactly all the
roughly,
stuff.
like what, like 10?
Probably close to 10, 11
full
songs. now.
LP release type deal?
We would.
I
I would
think
save
so,
some other ones
yeah.
for like actual like album release recording, but for right now, we would do State of Unrest, Mr. Gingham, 403. I'd probably say 403 actually.
Letter to the editor.
Letter to the editor,
Glass House.
Glass House, Julian's song.
Long While. Did we say Long While?
Like a dog. It'll
Long
get
While.
cleaner.
Yeah.
About 6 or 7
Yeah,
we'd
uh-huh.
release for an EP right now.
Yeah.
And once we get that, just try to
Yeah.
branch off
You don't
that.
need it.
Yeah.
We've got material
Enough.
Coming to you soon.
coming soon.
Dude.
I hope I'm in the frame.
I only heard 7. You might have went past 7.
Yeah.
right?
No, 7 for like an EP,
Cool.
but in
There's
terms of the
something
full
around
album.
there, yeah. Give or take. You
We
know?
could introduce you guys to a recording studio called Maps.
Maps?
Since we're friendly together.
Okay.
It's in Fullerton. They have an insane amount of gear and shit. But the
What,
one
like you just
hard
pick it
time,
off the wall and like.
No. So you would go in. This is the
Recording gear.
The recording bro
Yeah.
deal that they're offering right now is they're trying
Don't.
It's $5 billion.
Don't.
Anyways,
They've signed people up for monthly contracts now to where
yeah, they try to
Yeah.
get bands in to do like a song a day, and what they want to do is they want to for you pay like X amount of dollars. Let's say it's $300.
he
I don't
offered.
know.
No, he's offering us those producer deals because he likes our band.
All right, never mind. I don't know if we can even fucking help you out there.
No,
So
you're offering-
fuck you and fuck
Insert
Maps.
X number here.
I
yeah.
will say this.
No,
this.
I feel like
Map Studio in Fullerton. It's off Fender fucking Avenue, right?
Okay.
It's so legit.
Yeah.
They have when you pull up those plugins on Pro Tools or
Yeah.
Logic, whatever. They have it in the
All day.
studio room.
That's killer.
those
Like-
preamps, those
That's
compressors,
fucking
those
killer.
limiters.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like a
crazy.
1970s
That's crazy.
Slingerland drum set that
Oh.
he has all of like the most expensive mics on that shit. He routes it all, but his thing is that he brings in a producer to try to teach him the rungs,
The
or whatever you
setup.
want to call
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
Mm.
and then you guys just go in there and you record your shit.
That's rad.
So throughout the day, you
Yeah.
get a song done,
Mhm.
but it's not a crazy thing. But in the end, what we ended up trying to work out was that we went in there on a date and became the producers
Well, yeah.
ourselves.
Our
And then-
band,
That's
is
cool.
now a producer in their roster.
Yeah,
is what
and then we
you're
pay an
saying, yeah.
hourly rate to be in their studio.
That's
so then
rad.
you have the reins of everything available to them at an hourly rate, which is way better than
Much
having
less,
to pay
yeah,
someone else. Because we've
to
been
produce your
working
stuff. Yeah.
So we've been working with
Mhm.
producers, and the thing about that is you're still paying the studio fee, you're paying for the engineer to run the gear, and you're
Yeah.
paying for him to
Producer,
set it up,
you're
and then you
paying
have a producer come in.
Pre-production,
And
you're
then-
paying someone to master it, someone to mix
Yeah,
it.
So
yeah,
there's a lot of hands in there, and in the end, what I'd rather
Lot of
do
hands in
is
the
we have
pot.
a producer that we're working with right now. We've been hammering out singles with them, and then we go over to this fucking Map studio, record it up, and then ask them, "Is this good? What should we change?"
Anytime you and I have put out a full length in this band specifically,
Yeah.
it has been you and I at the board, engineering, tracking,
That's
with
crazy.
with
Mixing,
only what's
mastering.
available to us.
singles,
So that's the one
and
thing
small
that sucks.
things. What I'm always down to take a song, give it to a producer. What do you think of this?
Yeah.
You want the
And
chorus to
fuck
go
with
like
it,
that?
Yeah.
Great, let's do that. And then we'll put out some singles that are tuned, to
Yeah.
a certain style or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And you can give up your whatever.
Yeah.
Do you like this idea?
Whatever it is, yeah.
Great. That's how you want the verse to go? You
And
hate it, right?
We like
Great,
that
let's
at,
do it. Let's
we
do it.
like that at this part.
But to make a full record, we want as much control as we can get. And
Yeah.
a place like this is actually allowing us to do that.
That's fucking
with
rad.
a playground of gear that I'm not going to do drums in this room because I don't think we can.
It's a little
as a
fucking-
three-piece.
we have
I'd
cool
piss.
gear, but like the most bullshit mic that they use on the drums is more than all of our gear.
That's the thing.
That's
I
that's
don't want to mic up these drums with my $200 EV.
Yeah, when
mic
there's a
kit.
bunch of like awesome ribbons and
Right.
fucking
Right. One
mics.
ribbon mic on the left overhead is $1,500.
and then they're running through a
I don't have
preamp
that.
that's like
I don't
$5,000
have
into a board that's
I don't
$20,000. It's like all that shit where the chain of command's great.
But see, now the trick is can't break anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like right now,
and we have to be able to capture it as well as like an engineer would.
there's ribbon mics that like if you have phantom power on the board, you're going to blow this 35-year-old ribbon mic that's pretty much irreplaceable unless you have like $5,000. So that's what I'm freaking out about because I'm like, I need a cheat sheet. What needs what all the
good.
time? Craig, you're
this one's better still.
yeah, it's more flat.
Should have followed through.
Should have, but
You guys just got the Focusrite Scarlett.
Yeah.
That thing is badass.
Yeah.
And you have like 2 other interfaces you were working on before.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be selling
What
those.
mic
Were
soon.
those like 2 to
You-
4 channels or something?
2,
Both of them are 2 channels.
I believe so.
And is that an 8 now or a 16?
Yeah, 8.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Right on.
Total game changer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got a steel for that
microphone are
thing,
you singing
too.
through?
Microphone.
Yeah.
We're using the SM58s for amps and shit like that, and then I have this dynamic one that I got. It's not a great one. I'll have to step it up at some point and try and figure
7B
it
all
out.
day. That
It-
thing.
I literally just read about this last
Yeah,
week.
so that
thing is
that's
incredible.
the workhorse and been with us for like 7
a
years
long
now.
time. And
We
it
also
sounds
have
good.
a-
It sounds good in any mix with little work. Like
Yeah.
no matter what the song is and how you're approaching it, as long as you do a good job,
Yeah.
the microphone sounds beautiful. It's
How much
such
do
a
these
standard.
run for?
2, 3-ish, 2-ish,
Yeah.
3-ish.
it's not
Brand new
somewhere
is
in there.
$350,
That's
Yeah.
not bad
but
at all.
they used to
Right.
be like 5 to 7,
Yeah.
and literally over the past 5 years, maybe they've become so popular that they're just dropping in price to the point where you can pick up used ones for $250.
Any pro podcast, any corporate sellout podcast you listen to, we'll have like an entire row
Yeah,
of
just-
that.
all 7Bs.
I'm good, I'm still-
still at a half.
I'm still actually.
But
I'll take one.
we also run through. We have a universal audio preamp here. It's a tube.
preamp
right?
limiter. I always recommend that, especially for
800.
vocals. Preamp
It
with
warms
limiter.
it up.
That's exactly what I'm trying to fucking look into right now.
Yeah,
it's this one.
Good.
Ooh,
Piece of
don't-
shit.
Let me just
Don't
get you a new
know
one.
about- yeah. Preamp and limiter. Preamp. You could probably get away with 2-ish, something decent for 2-ish. Anything less than that, if you do a preamp for $100, it's gonna fuck
Thank
you.
you.
It's gonna fuck you a lot. Like PreSonus has a tube pre. It kind of fucks.
Okay.
So probably around 2-ish, and then a limiter. You could do like an art limiter for like $60.
Yeah, I'd
Or
say
a
$100
Euro
for a
rack,
limiter is
Behringer.
definitely where you want to be.
Yeah,
The
That way you have
preamps
no
are just
worries
gnarly.
you can yell in it.
Yeah.
It's not going to overdrive.
Your attack isn't going to fuck up your whole take.
if you're
That's what
going
you don't
direct
want.
into the board, you got no control,
Okay.
right? And so you're like this far away from the mic
Yeah.
and doing
You're
that
just
shit.
like, I hope the level's down low enough when I go.
All right, we're nerding out really hard. How many songs do you have like tracked thus far? If you're working on the album.
About
We're in the middle of
Yeah.
working on the first one.
Okay.
the
Yeah.
first one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
We're-
how recent did you get that new setup?
That
We've
was,
been piecing it together throughout this whole entire year.
Cool.
But I mean,
Got
for
my
the,
camera-
the Focusrite or the Scarlet or whatever.
That new one.
Yeah, we just picked.
He
that
was
up,
talking about the
but-
whole setup though.
Oh, the whole setup. Yeah.
But that Scarlet we got within the last 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Great.
Mhm.
I mean, that's a huge addition.
Dude, that thing is so
So
much better than what we were working
Oh my
with.
God.
It's so
It's
much
so much
better.
easier.
the clock
Yeah.
on it,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's way newer. It's,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
way more guts
it
in
works. Yeah.
it. But to be able to do
Yeah.
8 tracks at once, I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
So
that's
you're-
the whole drums.
vo-
That's
yeah,
the
but
drum.
I mean vocals because what's your essential? You need
Yeah.
you need vocals, you need guitar
Uh-huh.
because you have 2 of them. You need bass, and then that's 4. So you have 4 to do all of your drums with,
yeah.
which is great. So
Yeah.
snare, kick, 2 overheads, and
But the thing is, I don't.
I
No,
have-
you can actually
So
no, because you can get an adapter. We could add 4 more channels
oh fuck yeah!
But
so
also
you're working up
the-
to 12.
the
Yeah.
other thing is though,
Well,
I
you
don't,
can
or
always-
16.
and I don't think we're gonna be recording live. I think we're
Oh.
gonna do them separately.
Well, great.
Because like
Yeah, scratch guitar and
especially-
drums.
yeah, because especially like the way that like we've been recording.
They need to be-
Jack's
they
guitar.
need to be recorded
Yeah, it's gonna
separately.
be set.
I hear you.
And I'm real bougie with my bass signal here.
Yeah.
you know I am.
So you're gonna have 3 channels going in?
I'm gonna have 4. I'm gonna DI
Okay.
both of my bass heads and 2 mics on my cabinet. Yeah. I'm
Wait,
just
okay,
all
fuck
day.
with my
hang
bass
on.
signal.
You're gonna DI
Yeah.
both heads and then
Uh-huh.
mic both
Yep.
cabinets. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna when
I'm
he
getting
records
real
his bass, he
bougie
has
with it,
4
yeah.
channels going in. So Nick, go fuck yourself.
I won't say a bunch of negative shit about you right now.
Yeah, you're like
Just play right the first time.
respect. He will, but he'll have played it in 4
Ba-
different
ba-
tones.
Exactly.
He just does all big bottom.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
playing big
all
bottom.
just all octaves.
Big
throughout-
bottom, big bottom. Talk about mud flaps. My girl's got 'em.
Big bottom.
drop me out of
This
my
one goes to 11.
Everyone's
Yeah.
playing bass.
Yes.
Everyone's playing bass in that.
It's all bass. Yeah.
We actually whip that out at band practice sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
What did we do?
Big bottom.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Is that I'm gonna rock you?
yeah. Tonight I'm gonna rock it.
It's not gonna rock.
Bow, 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 bow,
Bow, bow,
bow,
bow.
bow,
What's the you know what I got?
Bow.
You know what I need. Give me some money.
Money. Oh, the best.
Oh, ooh, that sounded clean. Oh, that's good.
That's a silver
That's
bullet
real
can
good.
too. It's a different size.
Yeah.
So that's like
That's real good.
ooh.
Nice.
End of the night decision. We'll have to have a vote.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
good.
say that
That's pretty
Craig,
good.
you still
Uh-huh.
got it though.
I think Craig still got
Just
it.
a
Yeah.
slight edge.
Mhm.
Yeah, mine's too slanted. Yours was like,
It's a little slanted.
Just,
yeah.
curvature.
just with the way gravity
Just a
would
little.
affect.
just fucking drop it. I don't want to hear it.
I can't feel it. I feel it. Just say it.
No, but I don't think you understand how much you feel.
Movies or TV shows during this lockdown? I mean, like, there's been no bars to fucking go to. There's been no
Nothing.
shows that you haven't been watching. Anything?
Nothing, dude.
You haven't been binging Jeopardy or Golden Girls or
Nothing, man.
something?
I've honestly.
Supermarket Sweep?
What the fuck is that?
That's an old '90s show where you like go around a supermarket and you collect a bunch of things, and whoever has
you
the most.
still-
shit-
are you still watching it?
Like
no, it's been
Albertsons?
over. I've only watched. There's only like 11 episodes.
Did you finish the series?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do have one. Nathan for You. Have you ever heard of
All
that?
right, Craig,
Never
let's-
heard of that show until the dude.
Absolutely.
You would die, Shane.
Really?
Oh my
What
god.
is it?
Nathan for You is one of the funniest shows.
He's this guy who basically he goes
He
to
had
small
really good
businesses.
grades
Yeah.
in small
Yeah,
business
yeah.
school. And so he's giving advice
Yeah.
to local businesses on how to improve their sales.
Is he just
And
a
he-
total
What's
hack?
your
or
favorite?
like?
Oh my god.
He's
He's
a-
dead.
You have
He
to
just-
watch
he
him.
just-
He's like his. He is him.
Oh my
There's
god.
no way to really
Nathan's
explain him other than
incredible.
he's
I
just
love
so
Nathan
funny.
Fielder so much.
Yeah.
He's like a
I'll
spirit animal
have
of
to
mine.
watch it. Yeah,
Dude,
I haven't heard of it.
basically,
yeah.
he goes to these
Uh-huh.
fucking businesses and basically pitches an idea that he says is going to help your business.
Yeah.
And technically, in the grand scheme of things, it should. They're the stupidest fucking ideas you could ever do. He's literally.
So
There's like
is
one
he-
time.
Is he serious or is he like
He's
just fucking
fucking
around?
around, but
Okay.
he plays like he's serious
business
to
owner.
the business owners
Gotcha,
and the people
gotcha.
Business
all
owners
involved.
in. They're like,
Gotcha.
yeah,
They're
let's
just like,
do this.
okay,
Oh
yeah,
my
I can do
God.
that. Yeah, I can. It's like they're just like they're fucking.
I feel
literally-
like I could do this.
Okay, what's your favorite? Like, there's like two per
favorite?
episode. He does like 2 heists.
Yeah, he does
I would
two.
call it a heist.
This is what Oliver is eating today.
Oliver's in Monterey. So
I sent him
he's-
3 messages. First one,
that?
fuck. Second one,
Is
you.
that an avocado?
I think it's a molcajete bowl with like braised peppers laying over a bunch of carne asada meat with the
He's in Monterey this
avocado
weekend,
and
just-
a bunch
or
of
this
Okay.
week.
okajate or okata.
This is what we
cheese.
call Oliver's privilege
Let's go on.
Yeah. What's your favorite Nathan for you? Or
Uh,
one of them?
It looks really good.
I have like 5.
Oh man, fuck.
All right, here I got one. I got one.
Shoot me off.
There's a gas station and they advertise gallons of gas for like a penny, right?
Wait, what?
And so
How do
everyone,
they advertise
yeah,
that
well,
for a
it's
penny?
with
It's a rebate.
It's with rebate, right? So you have all these. So the gas station was like, yeah, that sounds good. It's like they'd pay full price, but if they are able to redeem the rebate, then you have to pay them. He's like, okay, well, the rebate's got to be tough. What ends
do
up
I got?
happening is these people have to like climb a mountain They have
go
to hike.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
This is a real thing?
Yeah,
This
for
is
real.
a real thing.
For real.
No
So Nathan's fucking with everyone the whole time.
No
he's
way.
like trying to help out the business owner. So
to
Nathan
redeem the rebate.
So then Nathan now grabs a group of 5 or 6 people.
What?
And literally, and do you remember hearing about the guy, the fucking cashier who's drinking the piss of children?
What?
Do you remember that?
Yes.
It was like talking about he's
Why
I
is he
drink a
drinking
little
piss of
bit of the
anybody?
pee, and it's like, and then
What's
Nathan's
those
like
children?
what? He couldn't even keep a straight face.
What?
He's like, are you serious right now? He literally couldn't keep a straight face. So what he does, he's trying to
Oh
like,
my God.
he's doing ridiculous ideas for the customers then to jump through hoops to like get savings or to help business promotion.
Okay.
So he gets like a group of 5 or 6 people, and so he says you can get your rebate, and then they come inside the store like, hey, I wanted to get my rebate. He's just like, actually, our rebate program is through this, and so you're actually gonna
you
be coming.
gotta climb mountains.
Well, you
You're
have
gonna
to fill
come
out
to
a
me, and we're
form.
gonna go to.
You have to fill out a form and put it in an envelope and mail it to an address, but the mailbox is on top of a mountain.
Is in fucking Kilimanjaro.
So
like,
you go with Nathan
What?
up the mountain, and he gets up there,
What?
and he's just like, okay, guys, we're
so
here.
he goes with them?
Yeah. He's instructing them the whole time, and
He wants
so
to make sure it goes smoothly.
and so he literally is there, and they all get up there, and he's
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
okay, so what you're thinking is that might have been the end of it, but that's the first part of a very long series of a whole bunch of other tests, and literally, these people literally have just come to fill up their gas tank, and they just said,
Amazing
"Fuck
stuff.
it, I got nothing else going on," and they spent the whole next 24 hours just fucking scavenging over
No
a fucking
way.
mountain
Trying to get like
to get
$19.
fucking maybe a
Oh my
$15
God.
rebate. Like,
That's
So,
amazing.
if
You
that's
cheap
not compelling
fucks.
to you, if that's not
That's
compelling to you,
amazing.
hey, we're all in fucking music. Here's one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
The one where they have the band playing a goddamn smoke detector.
Wait, what?
He
Wait,
finds he finds this band, and so they're like an up and count. He's like, it's like a 2-part episode. He's trying to do something with these smoke detectors that can because to show. Oh yeah. These smoke detectors. It's like a whole elaborate scheme.
Please
It's
watch
like-
the show.
Dude.
I can't believe they canceled it. I'm so sad there's not more
He
seasons
didn't get
of
enough
it.
creative freedom.
There's like 3 seasons.
Okay,
Oh.
so literally he goes, and so he goes to the smoke detector company to make. I'll try to make this as short as I can. He goes to a smoke detector
We
company.
have nothing
and,
but time, Daniel.
and so
There's
All the
Yeah.
time.
tape's not running out.
and so he has a smoke detector, and so to help business with the smoke detector company, they get charged more on an import tax because of the fact that it's not considered a audible instrument, and I guess. He actually studies law, and he understands loopholes that he can get through.
Yeah.
So basically, they're trying to sell
Some are pretty
they're
fucking
trying
stretch.
they're trying to sell the smoke detector, and he's like, here's how we can try and save you guys money. What if we get your smoke detector, and if we categorize it as a musical instrument, because musical instruments have a better lenient tax.
Really?
Yeah, in terms of shipping.
No shit.
So he tries to classify their smoke detectors as a musical instrument. And so he talks to the lawyer, and the lawyer basically says, no, this is it. You'd have to prove that this is a musical instrument. You could actually play a smoke detector.
Yeah.
And so he has to go on to the second part of the episode, and he goes on to the second part of the
He
episode.
plays a smoke detector?
No, he finds a band of a bunch of
To
different
make a
fucking
smoke detector
to
an
make-
instrument.
he literally finds a band, and then this guy shreds on guitar. He's going like, and he's just like, I think you need to play this. And the whole band is just like, and it's literally on fucking Apple Music right now.
Oh my
And
God.
you'll literally
It
just
is one of
throughout
the-
the song,
That's amazing.
and so literally he gets them to classify it. He goes through, they finally classify it as a fucking instrument, and he's just like, well, I saved you money, so. And he does like these really weird exits. He's
He's
like,
so awkward.
he's like,
He's so awkward. He helps out the
and every time he's like, what? would you want to hang out sometime? He's like, he always, it's so fucking funny, dude.
Oh my God.
You gotta watch it.
So my idea
That's
was, you
amazing.
think my idea was good for your business?
Yeah, so,
I
so
think,
it serves value.
I think maybe it could. Okay, so you want to have like dinner Friday or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible show.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
as far as TV shows go. Honest, that one show made me cry, laugh
That's
harder,
amazing.
more consistently than any other show. Just the way it's set up, it's my
Fucking
type of humor.
hilarious.
It's so ridiculous.
That's amazing.
I
so
watched-
smart.
I watched the first half of the last season of Lucifer.
Lucifer. My
Which one's
lady's
that?
just getting into Lucifer.
Oh well.
Is this ABC,
I'll
NBC?
tell you this,
Is this
Greg.
Fox? What?
If you're as
Does-
smart as I am,
Does
you'll be able to
Sabbath
guess
make an
half the
appearance?
things that happen. Because I'm laying about with my lady the other day, and I'm
Well,
sitting,
Nick,
I'm on my
I am
phone.
not
I
half
smoke a
as smart
bowl.
as you.
I smoke a bowl, and I'm like looking at my phone. I'm like, yeah, that chick's new boyfriend's probably the killer. Then I take a shower, and then all I hear is Megan go, Nick. I was like, what? She's like, fuck you. I was like, what? She's like, he was the killer. I was like, yep. I was like,
So you already ruined the episode.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, that's
Within like
no
15
good.
minutes, I was like, "Oh yeah, dude, that chick's new fucking boyfriend. That's like all way too good to be true. Is the killer of this whole TV show? So
you-
I'm gonna go take a shower.
You do not recommend Lucifer.
Oh, I do. Only if you want to waste your time.
Oh, okay. If you're just
It's a
looking to
good
kill
time
time.
waster.
All right.
Like-
Is there like heavy metal in it? I feel like
No.
right?
if
It's
you're naming
literally-
your
Shout out
show-
Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse, dude.
All
fun
day.
fact,
People
fun
love that
fact.
show, dude.
So, Murderface.
You have not watched
the
yet?
fucking
I have
bassist.
watched a couple clips.
Oh.
Me too. I'm not 100% versed, but I've seen enough to I know what it's at.
As soon as
Yeah.
you buy in.
So-
as soon as you
real,
buy in, it's
real
all
quick,
over.
Shane. I want to show you Orphan Skies. This is a song.
Orphan Sky.
Orphan
It's
Sky.
called Guys.
They're called
Hit
Orphan
it.
Sky, and this guy's voice is just shit.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
But you'll hear it.
You know what to do.
It comes in a little bit in the song.
Got nothing but time here on this episode.
That's what I'm saying.
In time, the earth will have to survive while we spew.
Right off the
Face
bat.
trees
Oh,
that
God.
before they grew from your disconnect.
Yep.
And that's the whole fucking song. And it's on Apple Music. I just searched it up easy as fuck. It's actually on, and the
Oh.
fucking lyrics are here too.
Oh
That's
my
fantastic.
Dude, that's amazing.
It's so funny, dude.
Ah.
That's so good.
That's great.
No, it's so good.
That gives me faith in
Yeah.
humanity
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
highly recommend
Yeah.
Nathan for You. What a great show.
Oh,
and so
that's awesome.
short. Yeah, there's like 2.5 seasons.
The
or
best
something?
ones
That's
are.
Gervais's boy, right?
I gotta take a
Gervais
piss.
is
I'll
what,
be back.
Nathan Fielder?
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Is he? Gervais and Nathan, Fielder?
for you?
Yeah.
That's
I don't
not-
know.
that's not a
Nathan's
Gervais?
Canadian. He makes it very obvious. He tells
Whoa,
people.
Canadian.
Have you been watching anything? Movies, TV shows during lockdown?
Not really,
Well,
dude.
what have you been doing to pass the time?
Honestly, I've been working. Or
Yeah.
I've been here.
No
Like,
shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, I've been fucking, like, crazy busy as shit. Like,
Fair enough.
Like,
Since March?
you know, okay, so there were a few weeks.
Don't you
where I
point at
had
me
up.
like that. Oh, you may have
Yeah.
something there. Okay, so it
No,
like early
there
March?
were a few weeks that like I had off, like when this whole like Movid shit started.
Yeah.
Where we're actually,
Movid.
yeah, Movid.
Crovid.
The Modelo virus disease, you know. You know, yeah, when all this started.
Modelo virus,
Yeah, the
yeah.
Modelo virus
Yeah.
disease. Yeah.
Thank God it's not
Yeah.
Dos Equis. We
Yeah.
couldn't handle that.
No, and definitely not Pacifico.
Oh.
Don't even get me started
Don't
on
get me
that
to-
shit.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you? That's the best Mexican beer there is.
Negra.
No, Pacifico is the best. Yeah.
Pacifico's
No,
With a
the best.
lime.
well, no, really,
With a
it's,
lime.
for me, it's Modelo,
Oh.
Pacifico.
Ah. Modelo
See,
first?
I'd say-
Modelo Especial is not my favorite. Like Modelo,
Really?
Modelo Negro is awesome, great beer. But I
Negro
don't
all
feel
day.
it's.
Well, no,
if you
yeah,
look
Negro,
at just
yeah.
fucking blonde lagers or whatever, I'm not a huge.
Oh, God. We could
Modelo
talk
fan.
beer so much.
But
I like Modelo.
what I like, what I think the problem is, I have a bias towards it because I used to drink Pacificos with a lime for a while, and they just were
With a
so
lime?
much cleaner to me
Pacifico
than
with a lime.
Corona, because everyone's
so-
always like Corona, and I was like, God, this tastes so skunky like a Budweiser. I just don't want Budweiser when I'm drinking Mexican beer. So-
like honestly,
Hit me, Shane.
like one of my like favorite beers,
Huh?
and I don't know why. It's probably because I'm scummy. One of my favorite beers is just an ice cold Budweiser.
Oh, God
the
damn it,
original
dude.
king. The
It's-
original king of beers.
Probably because I'm scummy.
It's so good. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give credit where it's due. Yeah.
Budweiser original king of beers, Budweiser.
Yeah.
Have
That
you
just
had
gets you going.
All right,
Dude,
Shane, have you had the Nitro, bro?
No,
Okay.
Nitro's gross.
No,
It's
how
gross.
fucking dare you?
It's disgusting.
Dude, Budweiser Nitro is the best Budweiser
You're gross.
ever going to have.
You're gross.
At least I'm not scummy, all
I'm
right?
sorry.
Fuck, dude.
You're gross.
Says Scum Master Flex over here.
And this is
Scum
coming
Master Flex
from
knows what he
Scum
likes.
Master. This is coming from Scum
From the
Master.
Scum Master. You're gross.
Yeah.
Is that your go-to at a bar like you just Budweiser?
No. I mean,
Oh, okay,
no.
well, all
so,
right.
I mean,
Do you have a desert
so
island beer?
Yeah.
a desert island
All right,
beer.
so if
See,
you-
that's a tough one.
if you
It's
had
a
to-
tough
hang on,
one.
hang on.
Yeah.
Can I pause real
Yeah,
quick?
let's pause.
Because when he comes back in, we're going to have a real big beer discussion.
Okay.
But
okay.
we detracted from something that was just before
TV
beer.
shows?
TV shows.
What are you watching?
Okay.
anything? If you have something like
Dude, honestly,
some
I'm
people
a,
are out of work and like just stuck, so
I'm
they need
a
to find things to
huge
watch.
fan. I'm a huge fan of Rick and Morty.
Rick,
Okay.
oh
Fucking
yeah.
love Rick and Morty.
All right,
dude.
I will say
Vat
this.
of Acid episode this
Dude,
last season.
I-
Oh,
that shit-
man.
I love
hilarious.
Rick and Morty. Haven't seen the last season.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
the
fucking up.
Vat of
It's
Acid.
hilarious. It's
Vat
out
of
there.
Acid.
Dude, it's out there, but it's amazing.
I tried for Hulu for a while and like didn't show up on my
Oh,
fucking
you're right.
Hulu.
Just get
You're right.
links. Dude, I've
Sign in with
Get some
Oliver's alleged cable password. So you
I
can
need to
just
get
go
on
the
Plex.
Yeah. Oh,
Duffy.
season 3
yeah.
is great.
Duffy.
No, it's
Is it
so,
4 now? Season 4?
I'm not sure.
Season 4?
Whatever the most
Yeah.
recent season is,
Oliver's
it's
gonna
awesome.
like put little
yeah.
like yelling at me. It's season,
Yeah.
It's season 5.
So
asshole.
Oliver does all
Yeah.
the video editing.
He does the video editing. Nickel
Okay.
makes sure that the audio's all good and goes
Nice.
out to the
Uh-huh.
world, and then
Rick
Oliver's
and
gonna-
North.
North. Rick and North. So it's the
Shout
4th.
out Oliver, you're
Yeah.
editing this video. Yeah, right now.
He's gonna
You're
put a
editing
picture
us.
of himself
Yes.
somewhere in here. Yeah.
That's what my favorite thing that he does on the videos. He just does like pictures of shit. We
Yep.
talked about.
He may have just put a picture of shit there,
Yeah.
like here.
we talked
Just
about,
like right here. Yeah.
Here.
Jack.
Like
Jack
on
here.
both sides. Yeah.
It was like Jack Nicholson, and every picture for the whole episode was like Jack.
What
Nicholson.
kind of shit did I just walk into?
A lot of
A
shit.
lot.
Like
a lot of
actual
shit.
Yeah, like
If we're
right here.
on the Bristol stool chart, 7, really watery, like
Very
almost apart,
watery.
ripped pieces,
Yeah.
lots of water.
Where like you think it's mostly water, but it smells like
Yeah,
shit.
one.
So like what? It's like beer shits. Like
Be-
Yeah,
oh yeah.
So Bristol's
Yeah,
stool chart is
yeah.
from like a 1
Thank
to
you
a
for
7.
tuning in,
Yeah.
people.
One
Oh yeah,
that's
nothing,
super,
nothing
Yeah.
sacred here.
Yeah.
Nothing
super
sacred.
dry and
no, we're
hard.
talking about poop. Yeah.
We put
And
Jesus and
7.
diarrhea in the same episode. That's a win for us.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go.
I mean,
It's a
We
good
want to make sure
correlation,
we
yeah.
want to make sure that there's no stone unturned. I will say, Stone, Southern California beer, so much great beer here.
There's some good
What's
beer.
your good beers? What's your go-tos when you have beer? I noticed you guys went hazy,
I did
which
go
some
hazy.
people would say is fad-ish.
Me too.
It's
love
faddish.
myself a good
I
hazy.
love a good
Local
hazy.
spot, bootleggers.
You got to do the.
incredible
Ooh,
hazy.
yeah.
No. If you're talking local, Monkish Brewing,
Monkish. Haven't been. What city?
Monkish.
Torrance.
Torrance.
You got to go. You got to go for a drive.
Torrance.
so I am not a hazy guy.
Hey, they-
Really?
I like
I love
clean.
hazies.
You're not
not
one
like
of those
crisp-
like.
you-
IPAs.
like- You like
Okay.
you like clean IPAs?
Yeah, like I want a
Pliny.
clean. I don't want.
How do you feel
anything
about like a
skunky.
Sculpin?
I love Sculpin.
That's like my
Like,
favorite
it's the-
beer.
I will say that
That
if,
should go to.
if I
Yeah.
go and have
Uh-huh.
chicken wings, I
Yeah.
get a Sculpin.
Yeah.
But I like
It's a great beer.
Space Dust. I like.
Oh, Space Dust is killer.
I mean, Pliny's
There
always
and there,
great.
that's a little
but
higher up on the.
My friends
the
introduced
Okay.
me to
too, so
craft
you have a
brewing,
few
and that
Space
kind of
Dusts
changed
too.
my world.
You will.
Oh,
Because
Deschutes
like
is
Monkish
so
is like exactly
Like the
that
fresh
in terms
squeeze?
of like
Yeah,
double
but
hazy.
even-
Sorry, yeah.
No,
Sorry.
I mean,
Having side conversations.
Everyone's gonna get really kicked because I was like beer. Everyone's like, I
I
got
can
beer.
talk about beer all day. So
Mine?
my beer. So my favorite beer is this beer. Have you had this beer?
Here's the good news.
Speaking of which,
Crushed it. Yeah, crushed it.
Fatality.
Orange County has incredible local brews.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Long Beach, Anaheim, Fullerton, Santa Ana,
Yeah.
Costa Mesa.
San Diego, like
as soon as you
that's
go down
not
San Diego,
OC,
that's
yeah.
like there's like
But
a whole curtain. They're
just
like
Yeah.
still to talk about. Yeah,
weird
Yeah.
San Diego.
LA's got
beer.
tons
Yeah.
of good ones too.
Vista,
Yeah.
Escondido. Fuck, there's so
Carlsbad,
much good.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part, though,
There's so
they,
much good beer.
they all go IPA.
Yeah. Well, that's the way to do it. Like
Southern California,
that's
West Coast.
that's good beer. Like
But porter, stouts,
Anyone
all
can
that
make a
different-
blonde.
You
Anyone
see-
can make a saison or a sour, but it's very hard to make.
I'm
an
not
IPA
huge on
that
the
is
sours.
distinguished enough.
I love
hate
sours.
Yeah, I'm not
You
big
like
on the
I
sours.
love
By yourself.
sours.
Yeah.
Have you been to Good Beer in Santa Ana?
No.
All
Oh my
sours.
Where is
God.
it?
Really?
Yes.
There's no
Arts
good
District,
beer.
4th Street area.
Like
It's
that's
called
Okay.
Good Beer.
right where I live. That's so funny. I live
they're
off
probably
of
not
4th
open
Street.
right now.
That's funny. Yeah.
But when they are
Yeah.
again, yeah, they're all sours. They have
You
Correct.
just went through like 6 different emotions. You were just like, great beer though.
How about this? Don't be up here. Okay.
Sorry.
But if you like sours, you should spend just an evening there because, like, I don't know, like 15 different types of sours.
it's they.
different flavors.
It's like old world beers. So like they're like this one
Yeah.
is 7
We
ingredients
aged
and it
this-
tastes like shit. And this one
We
is
started
4
aging
ingredients.
this in
It tastes like shit.
1972, and now it's finally as sour
I
as it
used
should
my
be.
grandfather's sock that he used on a trailer as he was pulling through the orange.
And he
grove.
brought it with his ass.
Yeah.
That's Grandpa ass sweat. You can smell it. You can. It's really a stank.
You can smell the
He had a
athlete's
lot of
foot
apple
pouring
in his
through
diet
the.
this
Do you have a
day,
favorite
yeah.
sour? If you go to like Total Wine or Bevmo, and there's like something like a pint or something.
I've only ever had my favorite sour through a straight brewery.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
You
Yeah.
have to have it handcrafted.
Yeah, like
Isn't that
canned
so different,
sours
too?
aren't
it's
good.
no because you have to have them aged.
Yeah.
So no matter what, they're gonna be bottled.
No.
But like you only get the best when you go to like an actual like proper
Yeah.
brewery. Like
You probably would have loved our
See,
buddies who did a sour and it ended up being like 18 ABV.
holy shit.
18 AB.
He bought
What? This was
30
a beer?
pounds of black,
Shut.
30
Oh
pounds
my
of
God.
blackberries, and aged it for like 16 months
Uh-huh.
in his garage.
And the
It
longer
was
you
so
age it,
sour, and you were so fucked up.
dude, I was
That's
so
crazy.
pissed. So
That's nuts.
I'm a hack.
Brutal.
My
Yeah, that's
buddy's
brutal.
my buddy's the one who introduced me to like craft brewing, and he got me fucking he got me a goddamn sour for my birthday,
Who is
and
it?
Dan the Man,
Oh, Dan the Man. Yeah,
and
fuck
he
yeah.
got me one, and so all the sours that he'd ever given me, I could never wait longer than a month, and I would drink it, and that's not what you're supposed to do with a sour.
Right.
You have to let them age.
Yeah.
I let this fucking one age. I was like, I'm gonna let it age. I'm just gonna keep it in the cabinet. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm good.
How long did you hold out?
Over like a year and a half.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Damn.
I fucking come home. I'm like, today's the day.
Oh.
I put it in the freezer.
Uh-oh.
I fell asleep.
No!
I came back and I look in the freezer. I'm like, oh, dude. Oh. I go in and it's just bursted all in my fucking freezer. I was just like,
No.
year and a half gone. And I was just like, going back to Hazy's, I guess.
Oh my god.
Fucking, it sucked.
And I haven't had
So-
a
That's
sour
awful.
since.
The
That's
sour
awful.
sucked.
Have you not had a sour
that's-
since?
No. I'll
What
still
is it?
drink sour. No.
That's-
No.
Is it
I'm
Andres
shooting the
Valley?
shit.
Andres Valley.
I think it's Andres Valley. They do a bunch of good sours. There's one that's like a melon
Anderson
tart.
Valley?
Anderson Valley.
They do Boont. They do...
There's one that's like a melon.
Why am I just
peel.
imagining like an ass crack?
It's
like,
a bear.
You heard
All-
Ass Valley.
ass
all
salad,
all
yeah.
their artwork is like a bear in a thing. But if you find Anderson Valley, it's totally on. If you're a sour dude,
Off the shelf type.
yeah. So 6-pack of it. My buddy who used to live with me was all about sours too, and I had bought this like 6-pack without knowing it was a sour because I saw a melon. I was like, "Fuck yeah, melon beer!" And I'd crack it open, and you're just like, "It's like pennies and melon rind. I don't want this." And I get to him, he's like, "This is the best thing I've ever had." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." But they do two different.
I
They
don't
do
want this.
blood orange tart and like a melon tart.
Dude,
Okay.
a blood
I like
a
a blood
IPA,
orange
yeah.
beer.
It's the only
Honestly,
6-pack that
no,
we found that was good.
The
Lamppost.
Pizza.
Lamppost
over there.
Pizza?
Yeah, they actually make it.
I never even knew that blood orange existed
They do
until
their
I
own
went.
beer?
They,
They do,
yeah,
yeah, they brew
their
their
whole
own beer
brewery.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Go to
BJ's does too.
Honestly, sometimes if
I don't know.
if
Do
we
they
talk,
actually brew
we'll
their
go
own
out
beer?
for
tastes
one.
like
You see
cum.
the
I'll buy you.
silos? It tastes like
Yeah.
BJ's? Yeah, it all tastes like
What, blowjobs? Yeah.
Yeah, BJ's, yeah.
But yeah, Lamppost. Sorry,
Lamppost
sorry.
They
Post
have their own
beer.
beer. I didn't
Yeah,
know
Lamppost
that.
no,
have
they
their own
actually
beer.
brew
Yeah,
their
their
own
whole
beer.
I
brewery.
didn't know they did have their own
I was
beer.
so stoked to be in the name of the city's gone. It has the belly up.
I was
Solana
so
Beach.
happy to be in fuck God.
Yeah, it's already gone.
Solana Beach,
Solana
yeah.
Beach, near San Diego.
Yeah, yeah.
Pizza Port.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pizza Port.
Pizza
They
Port.
They also
Yeah,
have one
yeah,
in San
Pizza Port's
Clemente.
bomb.
Yeah, San Clemente. There's like Santa
There's
Barbara.
another-
There's a couple
San-
others.
Where did you say?
Solana Beach is like the
It's-
original location.
Oh, denied.
Ah.
Denied.
Solana Beach is the original location. The lady and I were seeing a show at Belly Up, and then we were like,
The
that's
Belly Up's a great venue.
first time we had been too. Oh, what a great fucking
It's a
venue.
great venue.
So, what a great layout, great
Nah.
sound, great atmosphere. Yeah, so stoked. Winter show's coming back. But we ended up at the Pizza Port in Solana Beach, and good pizza forever, and really good beer.
Yeah.
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 No,
And I-
Pizza Port has killer beer.
Yeah.
They're the one with what is it? Is it Swami's?
Yep.
Swamis.
Yeah,
Yep.
something
Their
like that. Yeah,
IPA
right.
is so
yeah,
solid.
that's a killer.
Exactly right.
You already said Sculpin. Ballast Point. Have you been to their tasting room in Long Beach?
Never have.
Huge.
Yeah.
Again, it's probably not open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doubt it. Not open. Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But Ballast Point is
We're talking about ghosts here.
at a bar, if you walk up to it and you're in the beer mood, what's your go-to beer? Anything is available at a bar.
Anything's available.
You're at a bar, you're here for a couple drinks. What's your first? Anything's available, so you just name it.
Sounded like even craft
I'm
brewing.
like,
Yeah,
just-
whatever.
I'm like just by like.
Like you just walk up
am I
to
by myself? Like what?
I
like,
get
am
something
with
from
my buddies.
It does,
Or
yeah,
am I
you're
with a
not trying to
girl,
impress
you
anyone.
know?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're
just-
going for a
okay.
fucking beer.
Like,
going
let's
for a
just say
beer.
you go to
Yeah.
a bar that has anything,
uh-huh.
and you're propped up for like 4 hours, and you're just gonna have a couple pints to just enjoy for
Yeah,
yourself.
honestly, a Sculpin.
Sculpin?
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah?
It's such a great
You
beverage.
uncultured
Yeah,
swine.
it's so good.
You
It's
uncultured
so
swine.
Well,
It's
Sculpin,
so good.
Sculpin is not a national brand. They might get out to certain different districts, but I don't know if they make it all the way to the East Coast.
No, they have.
I'm gonna open
They
up
have
your
to?
palate.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah,
Like Yingling is huge, but
yeah.
doesn't make it to
Yeah,
the West
Yingling.
Coast.
Yeah, Yingling doesn't make it over here, but that's a shite beer. It's not a
Yeah,
good beer.
it's a Pilsner,
It's a
isn't it?
really shitty beer. Yeah, so I'm okay.
Listen,
with that not
Budweiser,
making
you need to
over.
calm down when you talk shitty beers. Okay.
Budweiser. That's what I based my childhood on, man.
It tastes like childhood. Reminds me of kindergarten, this Budweiser. Oh,
Oh, does that take me back?
what a recess that was. So if you sit down,
If I had to sit
Yeah.
down, if I had to pick a beer, it like honestly, it would probably be. And I was going to mention this before, so I said Monkish, but Bottle Logic. You guys ever?
Yeah,
See,
Bottle
you
Logic.
Monkish
Yeah,
and
you took me there.
both of these names, I'm glad you said both of them because we play a bunch of breweries all the time
Yeah.
when they're open.
Dude,
Yeah,
when
have you
they're-
heard that new brewery, Brewery X?
Brewery X, yeah, and they're doing shows.
Is it
Dude,
X-rated?
they are huge.
And they're doing
Yeah,
like
all
shut up.
titties.
and they're doing
yeah.
rock and roll
Strippers,
shows.
Like,
Like, honestly, we came and they were doing like a Weezer cover and stuff. It was this girl band, and they they were good.
Girl Weezer, so is it Tweezer?
Like,
They came on a girl band.
They came on a girl band, yeah. Came upon.
yeah, that's hot. Yeah.
Where's it? Is that Santa Ana, Anaheim?
no, it's sorry. Yes, it's Anaheim.
Okay.
Right, you go up the 50.
You're like neither Anaheim.
Yeah. I want to say it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to say it.
Yeah.
Is Bottle Logic is the front
Stout.
of
Racer 5 is
No,
No,
no, no, no, no.
Racer 5 is that's
Not it.
their.
it? I think I think Meg and I have been to Bottle Logic. They do food.
They have food trucks that come up.
They're real hip. They're
Not-
pretty
not
hip.
They don't do
place.
food
Never
themselves.
mind. Never mind.
I remember
straight
having
brewery.
like 1 or 2 beers from Bottle
You go
Logic
up
at
to
other
55
places.
and
Yeah.
you get off the 91 and you take the
Oh, do
91
I?
East
Oh yeah.
and it's like
Fuck,
the
that's
second exit.
What's the
So like Anaheim Hills.
Whitney Dunkel?
No, opposite direction of
What's-
Anaheim Hills.
What's
Close-
Dunkel's
okay.
place that she was booking us at
Out of the park.
out of the park?
That's a pizza joint. North, east Anaheim.
Same shit.
Yeah, same shit.
91 East.
That whole North Anaheim thing.
If it's
not-
a clusterfuck.
yeah, if it's
Yeah,
not
Yorba
Fullerton.
Linda,
Yeah,
North
it's the
Anaheim,
same fucking
Corona,
place,
whatever
yeah.
the fuck
Where are you guys at? You said you're in Santa Ana?
Yeah, I'm in DTSA.
DT. Yeah.
DTSA.
You're close to 4th.
Oh,
You're close
yeah,
to that whole
yeah.
arts
I'm
district.
literally 4th and like Lacey. Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Nice.
dude. Wait, but then you
I
need
just like to
spend more
point
time.
out that you said DTSA,
DTSA.
but Santa Ana is the same amount of syllables. Are you saving any time?
Well,
Wow.
It sounds cooler, okay? I want to be cool.
technically we're in Santa Ana right now.
Yeah.
And you do not
But
live in
it's-
this
You're
area.
absolutely correct, Daniel.
DTSA.
But that's right.
That was
When I
the
say
same exact
DTSA,
But we're
I
in
sound a lot
Santa Ana,
cooler, yeah.
not DTSA.
Yeah, it's not DTSA.
But he's not in Santa Ana. He's
Yeah.
in DTSA.
I'm in DTSA,
He
yeah.
doesn't live at Malone's. He's here.
Yeah, I think if Santa Ana, you're trying to break something down, do you live within walking distance of Malone's or the zoo?
Yeah,
You're
He's
closer to the zoo.
He's closer to the zoo.
Yeah.
But yeah,
If I was gonna walk,
he's
it
in
would be
Santa
to the
Ana,
zoo.
and
Yeah.
I'm in Irvine.
Irvine.
Yeah.
Okay. Where at in Irvine?
Right over off of Culver and Walnut.
Culver and Walnut. Is that the north side?
It's like
So it's central.
east.
I mean,
Right
no,
in the
it's
middle?
central.
I guess it's
It's like dead central of
how
Irvine.
far
Culver
from
runs that
Irvine
whole
Spectrum?
thing,
It's
10
pretty far.
minute,
Yeah, it's not close.
10,
yeah.
12 minute drive.
Sweet.
If you're going
Bullshit,
through the
it's longer
streets.
than that.
If you're going through the streets,
Our
10,
buddy,
12-minute drive
our
on a
buddy's
good
off
day.
I
Tribuco
guess so.
and 133.
So that's more like
Tribuco
that's
and
more
133
east,
is,
Which buddy?
I would still
Mikey.
be about 7, 8
Oliver-
minutes from that.
Oliver's 73.
Our buddy
and
is there, and Oliver's on campus housing.
Yeah, like university in
He's
the
on
73.
UCI campus housing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Like
that's
right
sick.
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
He could walk to campus.
Uh-huh.
And then Mikey, he's in Woodbridge.
Yeah, he just moved across. So like he's not technically on Tribuco
I'm
anymore.
gonna shotgun a beer.
But-
Gonna shotgun it.
May I shotgun a beer?
Please do.
I'm
I'm gonna do it over here.
Communal.
I know how to not
Now,
spell.
if you shotgun, you have to save enough for everyone.
Shotgun down the line.
That's
And you better save some for my butt.
I'm
My
actually
butt has
stoked
to
he's
shotgun.
shotgunning a
butt chug?
Coors.
Yeah, dude.
I love this move. This is. I
You
don't
might
think
be
we've
you
had
might
a
be invited
shotgun
to
on
my
this.
house now.
Yeah, right.
It's not as much of a move as it is a problem.
No, it's not.
I almost brought. I didn't bring bourbon tonight because I didn't know how fucked up we really wanted to get.
Well, they already called it
I
last
thought
week.
about
No,
bringing
I got
bourbon
work tomorrow.
too.
I
Yeah.
can't be
Me
doing
too.
bourbon.
Last
I
week
thought
they
about
called it.
bringing
They said
bourbon too,
IPAs, and we decided that
Yeah,
was the thing.
because-
when we have another two of you,
Yeah.
we'll probably
yeah.
still keep it IPAs, so that way you two aren't jealous of the
Yeah.
two. The
Yeah,
shitty drunk we got.
Alan showed up at my house on Friday after we got done playing. We played on Friday night to do our try to
To
make
Alan.
money thing.
He's going.
We
Wait,
failed.
And,
He's going.
And
Yeah.
just like that. Jesus,
There we
go.
Was that 3 seconds?
He dropped off.
Good.
Did
He,
you?
like-
did you
That was
just?
good.
Did you take the jaw out? What did you?
Well, he's real used to
Get your burp. There it is.
Yeah.
Wait, you gotta crush that can.
Yeah.
You gotta crush that can.
Yeah,
don't
gotta
don't
crush
put that in.
Don't deprive us.
Uh,
Don't deprive us.
But Craig, Alan bought like $100 bottle of bourbon. It came to my house, and it is
Come on, I got
the
this.
spiciest.
Wait,
I can't get over it.
wait. You're telling me you have a bottle of bourbon at your house that I haven't had?
Yeah, and it's
It's pretty nice. It's
no,
pretty
no,
flat
no.
though.
it's
That's-
gonna end up with
Right.
you because
What kind of bourbon did he get?
I
Beer does
don't
that.
remember. But it's
Okay.
definitely one of those things where it's so spicy that like it's 115 proof. You know.
Let's go.
Yeah. So that thing where like Alan's like, I bought this really expensive
go.
bottle of bourbon. Like, let's take some shots. I'm like, shots?
No, no.
we take a shot.
shots.
I did, however,
No.
get a tip of barrel bourbon,
Just the tip.
which is $130 a bottle
Jeez.
from putting a car on a fucking car hauler.
Nice.
And there was about this much left, and he was like, "I'll give you this, but like, please." So Monday, Norman, he's like, "Don't just take shots of it."
Please.
Please don't take
Please.
shots,
Shots of
yeah,
it.
Please.
So Norm and I on Monday took shots of it.
Oh no!
And
No!
it was so smooth. It was like that bourbon. You take a shot. I was like, "Ooh, it's spicy," and it's gone. Let's
Oh,
go. Let's go get wings now, bud.
You're supposed to spend time with things like
He
that.
gave us another bottle. It was
didn't-
almost filled of Freedom whiskey.
I can't remember the name of the whiskey. I was over at my uncle's house over at his birthday.
I told Paul it was only $20 or something, so he let me take shots of it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're all good. At the end of December, I was there for his birthday, and we
Fuck
were all
off.
doing it. And I was just, he was just like, someone had said, "Oh, should we make drinks of this or should we do shots?" I was like, "Yeah, let's just do a shot." I didn't know how good it was. And
Right.
Like 3 people, I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, there's
Like-
like,
It's like Van Winkle. You're like, let's take shots of it.
but yeah,
So I
like,
spent $1,100 on this, you asshole.
You're like 75, 150, 225. Like you're just
you just
saying.
grabbed the bottle like.
You're like, do you have a Coke chaser? They're like, why?
You dick. Sorry, Daniel. Go ahead,
oh,
bud.
man.
What's your go-to hard liquor? Do you hard liquor often?
yeah. Not as often as I used to.
Responsible thing to say. Do you hard liquor often? Oh yeah, I'm trashed right now.
Yeah. Today.
Do I?
Absolute.
Are
Whole
you
fifth.
vodka,
Flask.
gin, rum, bourbon, whiskey? What
Whiskey's
type of
my
whiskey?
go-to.
Irish.
There's
Scotch?
a Irish typically. I like Scotch actually. No, you're right.
Okay.
Scotch. You ever heard of the stuff called Lagavulin? This is also
Yeah,
some pretty
Yeah, dude.
bougie.
It tastes like a
Dude.
marker.
Lagavulin so good though.
Tastes like a
Yeah.
Sharpie.
Oh
Tastes like charcoal mixed with like
yeah,
A black Sharpie.
paint thinner.
a good Lagavulin.
As terrible as that sounds, it's charcoal and paint thinner.
No,
it tastes
no
great.
joke. Yeah, Sharpie. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Someone handed me like, this is $60 worth of Scotch, and I'm like, this smells
Craig,
exactly
what's-
like Sharpie, and they're offended. They're like, why would you say that? I'm like, no, it's a pure.
Do you
Yeah,
know
like
the
it's-
craftsmanship
like-
that went into this?
No. That's a good smell. I like that. Like
Aged in oak
when you smell
barrels.
gasoline at the gas station, you like it.
For some
Smells
reason, that is
good.
attractive. Yeah, I don't
It
know
is.
why.
100%.
Yeah, I don't know
I
why.
still don't take shots of
Maybe
it.
I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, usually it's handed to me in a
I'm,
shot.
I'm
'cause
alright
it's a
with the
party,
radiation too, as long as I'm dead before it kills me.
Well, just the right amount of radiation, you know.
Just enough.
Yeah,
Microwaves.
just to energize your molecules.
Yeah, just
you
to
know,
heat it
yeah.
up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Scotch first.
What's Gene's fucking Scotch that we had? It's not Lagavulin.
Yeah, probably
it's-
Scotch first.
Wait, what's the?
It might have been. No, that's Myles. Myles is Lagavulin.
Yeah.
Gene is.
Have you ever had that?
I don't remember it.
There is a.
There was
I
like
know I
one.
had
Sorry,
it.
Gene. Yeah.
My
I don't
bad.
remember it,
Yeah.
but I've had it.
I've had it. Yeah. yeah.
Lafroig.
I was there.
Lafroig.
Lafroig.
Oh, Daniel Lafroig.
That motherfucker. That was the one that I drank at my uncle's party. It was literally that.
Lafroig.
I swear.
Do you want to know why
What does
I
the bottle
dug
look
through
like?
my cavern for it?
Wait,
For
Why?
this moment.
Yeah, because it's the best Scotch that you remember having.
No, because it tastes like a fucking Sharpie. It tastes
That sounds
like
terrible.
a black Sharpie. Like
Liquor.
the big
Yeah.
one that you use when you're in a construction site.
The big-
when you're like
a
"Here,
handle."
Mark,
The Magnum 44.
Yeah.
mark what column you want to blow up with C4.
Yard sale. That's-
Yeah, dude.
You're
But
drinking
the problem
smell
with
of
it
that.
is that people that are Scotch drinkers love that. And just
Yeah.
because I'm not educated in that world,
I love Scotch.
and the
You
only thing
cigar?
I ever had was that.
I do it on occasion. I don't like.
Scotch
I'm not
and
a
cigar.
cigar smoker.
Like, yeah, I do that
Such
on
a-
an occasion,
Yeah.
but
I'm-
yeah,
Yeah,
more
like,
more of a cigarette
Scotch is
smoker
so
than-
gnarly.
See, I don't know how
Just
to smoke a cigar right.
It's just mouth.
Yeah.
through your butt.
So you're
Rectally.
literally just
Yeah, yeah.
kissing it and tasting it and then just letting it out.
You see, that's what I've gone for.
Kiss it with the butt.
It's just not my thing.
But then
Yeah.
match it with like a Scotch or a bourbon, so
Yeah.
your mouth is always in this constant
So I love
state of.
Scotch. Yeah, I love
back and forth.
Scotch.
Yeah.
What's your go-to
Scotchy
liquor?
Scotch.
So my go-to liquor
Tequila
is
guy.
Scotch. No,
Oh.
it's Scotch. Yeah.
Two
Oh,
Scotchmen.
Yeah.
Two Scotsmen.
But like,
What about you?
I'm a bourbon guy.
bourbon.
I'm
What's
Irish.
your-
Bourbon's one of my
like
least
Maker's
favorite.
Mark?
Me
Are you
too.
Maker's Mark guy?
Me
Makers,
too.
Makers is my
Boy.
immediate
So
step off the
abrasive.
shelf.
Okay.
So
okay.
Makers all day.
Its
Yeah,
own
yeah,
flavor,
killer,
but
killer.
only
That's
only
it. It's
abrasive.
great.
That's
Bur-
my desert island
Uh-huh.
bourbon. Like Makers
Really?
is always Makers
Uh-huh.
is consistent. It tastes like bourbon. Always gets the job done.
Yeah.
I would do
Jack-
Jameson.
I hate
It's
Jack.
just-
Dude,
JMO is
I'm
Irish,
sorry.
and
I'm
Jack-
sorry.
Jack
I
is not a
cannot.
bourbon. Jack is
Oh.
a sour mash. It tastes like shit.
Oh yeah, I won't
I
do
cannot
Jack.
stand Jack.
If I gotta
If
go
you hate
shitty,
yourself, you like
shitty
Jack.
whiskey,
Yeah, I,
Jim Beam.
Well, I hate myself,
Jim.
but I
It's
don't
either
like
Jim-
Jack.
or what was it? Canadian in the plastic bottle. Canadian
Oh.
whiskey.
Well,
No,
Canadian
you're
Club?
thinking of
Canadian Club, there you go.
But Canadian whiskey is different. Crown Royal is not. a
yeah,
bourbon.
no, it's
Yeah,
it's
but
not
I'm
it's not
saying-
a bourbon or a
Irish
Scotch.
whiskey, Scotch
Yeah,
whiskey,
uh-huh.
and Canadian whiskey are all
I mean, I
not
guess
Yeah.
bourbons.
Tullamore Dew also is really good.
Tully's.
So if-
so
if
good.
Well,
you
that's
Tullamore
Irish
Dew is
whiskey.
good.
Have
That's
you ever had
Irish
Yellow
whiskey.
Spot or
Yeah.
Green
Yellow
Spot?
Spot's good too.
That's
Uh-huh.
some expensive Irish
whiskey.
that goes to the realm of almost a bourbon, almost
almost a
Scotch.
Scotch. Yeah,
Almost.
yeah.
and it'll
guess
it'll give
so,
you the
yeah.
sweet body that you want, but
Sweet
also
body.
the like attack
I like myself a
in
sweet
like
body. Yeah.
overwhelming fucking peat mossy shit that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is where you're going like $70 a bottle for
And that's
Irish
not a
whiskey, which
shame.
You
is
see,
bullshit.
I'm an alcoholic, and I don't make that much money. So
Neither do we, but we still find a way to buy it.
that's
No,
not
hey,
a
that
go-to.
one you found
Yeah.
from Trader Joe's,
Is
though,
this a
that's a
support
good
group?
compromise.
Dude,
It's like a $20 bottle, but
I'm
that
Nick
tastes
and
like
I'm
Lagavulin.
alcoholic.
Dewar's white label.
That's it.
It goes. Yeah, it goes.
Dewar's.
Yeah. Dewar's white
Dewar's.
label. You
Shivas?
get,
Hey.
you get it. No. That's something different. That's,
No Shivas.
Yeah, it's,
But it's
well,
still Scotch.
No, I love that. But it's
Okay,
more
but
expensive.
Dewar's.
Yeah, no. I'm
I
just
know-
going
I
for
know.
like.
Doers.
Go-to
I know you
label.
guys are the interviewers, but I'd like everyone to share their stories on this. Right to left. Best concert you've ever been to. Festival
Oh, that's
concert.
a good one. That's a good one.
You go. What's your best one? What's your favorite lineup that you've seen?
Rolling Stones open up for themselves, play for themselves for 3 hours.
When?
2012.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
killer.
AC/DC twice, so that's totally biased.
If I go secondary, I saw Prince like 4 times with this guy.
Okay.
For like $25 at the Forum. He did 30
I
days and
saw
30
him
That's
nights.
like
killer.
I saw him like 9.
We
times
watched
on
we
that.
watched like
That's nuts.
Shaka Khan, Sheila E., Sly and the Family Stone, Alicia
You're right.
Keys.
You're right.
Alicia
Everyone
Keys,
opened up for him.
Dude, Alicia
Larry
Keys
Graham was
is
there.
Prince
so sick.
Prince would end his set
Mm.
and turn the lights on, and people would leave. He'd turn the stage lights back on and go, "Hey, everybody, whoever's left, come down closer. Do
This is like
30
an
minutes,
hour after the
close
show's
the
done,
lights
yeah.
off,
That's
turn the
so
lights back
sick.
on another 20 minutes later. Everyone, come down to the stage." So Craig and I are
What?
down on the floor while Prince is up above us, just purple raining your face
That's
to death.
so
You're just like, what do you mean I'm here watching Prince play 7 feet away from me?
I don't know how I forgot that, but Prince at the Forum.
Yeah,
That's pretty
That'll-
epic.
What about
That's
you,
pretty
Shane?
epic.
What's yours?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
The
mine.
Rolling Stones are always the best.
I've thought
'cause
about this
oh
a
my
lot.
God.
Prince at the
AC/DC.
It would
always the
have
best. They're
to be-
dudes. But
And I've seen like Roger Waters, you know, like do his shit. Like I've seen like
yeah, I know.
like
Yeah.
Slightly Stupid a
Stones-
handful of times.
Honda?
Like
It's pretty awesome.
and like they've all been great shows. But honestly, my
Yeah.
like
A
favorite
lot.
show that I've been to has been Tool at the Glen
Oh
Helen.
my
Tool?
God.
Damn right.
Where
Yeah.
at?
Were you
at?
drinking his
The,
wine?
the Glen Helen in San Bernardino.
Helen?
Dude,
What the fuck?
that
No way.
venue is amazing.
Sick.
And that's what made it. That is for some reason.
Amphitheater. Tool in
Yeah,
an amphitheater.
dude. For some reason,
At a
that is,
bougie one.
dude. That is like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen like a show at the Glen Helen.
I have not been, but Glen
Dude.
Helen also
I know Glenn Helen. She sounds like a
Honestly?
blind chick that's in
It's
World War
not Helen
II.
Keller. It's
No?
Glen Helen.
No,
and
dude.
They have
There
money
is
there.
something about that amphitheater. So it's an outdoor amphitheater, but
That's an
something
amphitheater.
about the way that the hills are shaped, man. It is the best
eyes, bro.
outdoor sound that I've ever heard.
Damn.
Like it's so
Well,
good.
Red
Have you
Rocks.
been to
Have you been to
fucking
Red Rocks?
5 Points?
It's whack.
Okay.
So,
All right.
okay.
So best
So,
show. Okay.
yeah.
Your best show.
I saw Blondie there. I love Blondie.
And Elvis Costello.
Yep.
I was
uh-huh.
there.
No way,
Because I love Elvis Costello.
Fuck yeah.
Reverse high five me.
dude. Yes.
I was like, are
I
you trying to
fucking love
show?
Blondie.
Fucking
I was
whack
ex-
venue.
I thought you were
That
about to show
venue
a
sucks
tattoo
ass.
from the venue or
That
something.
venue
She's
sucks
incredible,
ass.
by the
got
way.
this from
Dude,
5
oh,
points.
Debbie Harry, that's like,
I'm an Elvis
Reverse
Costello
high five
freak.
me.
yeah.
And when I learned that Blondie was open, I was like,
Dude.
what
Yeah.
the fuck?
See me now,
Dude.
you
Vogue.
2 Hall of Famers are on the same show
I-
in the middle of a fucking demilitarized
Right,
Air Force
right.
base.
Dude.
Where
President came in
am I
yesterday.
Yeah.
right now.
where the fuck? What is happening?
They've both been inducted.
Yeah.
Why
All
are
right,
they
come on.
here?
Here we go.
Rip,
Drum,
so.
roll, jump.
All right,
and Falco. Oh!
that was
Oh
killer.
my
Oh,
god!
put it in there.
He's got two
Oh,
in there. He's got
no.
Tender.
That's really that's a
Yeah.
big
Oh, you're
oh,
spilling.
oh.
You're
Doesn't
losing
matter.
points.
Doesn't-
You're losing
These aren't our
points.
carpets.
Yeah. It closed itself too, so the beer, the
Dude,
beer shouldn't escape unless it's from a rip in the
almost,
side.
I almost give it the winner because it's
flatter.
blown out the sides.
It's
Exactly.
flatter. It's flatter, but
It
is
is
it?
flatter.
But is it okay?
It's
All right.
It's
not-
flatter.
So this one's
Yeah.
out. The course is out.
yeah, course is
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Uh-huh.
Those two can be
Yeah.
owned because
Dan-
yours
Dan is
does
the
have a
contender.
lot of the body
Contender
on
of the
top of
night.
it. So
All right, favorite concerts.
Yeah,
All
your
right.
favorite concert.
I'm tied and I'm stuck.
Bruce
Parquet
Springsteen,
Clerks, is that one of them?
No, I
City and Color.
loved that show. That
Yeah.
as a single show.
I'm so jealous of that.
Bette Midler.
I'm so jealous.
One
We're gonna
woman
go.
show.
Don't you worry.
Yeah.
All
At
right,
a coffee
The
shop.
only time she sang it,
all right.
and I will always love you, Dolly Parton.
So I went to Outside Lands in 2012,
Oh come on!
and it was
You prick.
at the time one of the best. Like
Lineups.
it was
Well,
just
if
like
you festival us, then you like immediately like, you know,
it
bump
was.
everyone. I was like, oh, I saw Prince. Oh yeah, well I saw Prince and Garth Brooks
No,
and Jimi Hendrix.
no, dude, guys.
Hologram Hendrix.
All right, honestly,
Hendrix.
give me a second to spout off this fucking lineup.
Hologram.
Metallica,
Metallica.
Stevie Wonder,
What?
Neil Young,
No,
Jack
the
White,
fuck?
Come on. Let's
Fighters,
get out.
Beck, Skrillex,
you.
Sigur Rós,
Oh my God.
Nora Jones,
Fuck yourself.
The
No,
Kills,
what?
Regina Spektor, Passion Pit,
Oh.
Block Party, Explosion in the
It's
Sky,
still going?
Hey,
Franz
Daniel,
Ferdinand.
I remember when we opened up for
Like-
Nam a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, they were on the list too. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, all of Nam, yeah.
Mastercraft, Revolution, Die Antwoord, Fits and Tantrums, Portugal the Man, Wolfgang Gartner, Fun, Dr. Dog, The Walkman, Of Monsters and Men, Mimosa, Alabama Shakes, Reggie
What?
Watts, Trampled by
Reggie
Turtles.
Watts.
Yeah,
That's great.
Tame Impala before they got big.
Yep.
And
Is it 12?
no, I did not say 12. But that was like
No,
No,
2012? I did not say 12.
I've never listened
What
to 12.
year was that?
2012.
Okay.
8 years
Okay,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah. We went and it was like, yeah, it was a whole thing. That is
That's nuts.
that
That's
tie
a fucking ridiculous
because
insane.
that was the first
That's a
that was the
ridiculous
first
lineup, yeah.
that was the first time I went away from home. I was 15. My girlfriend
yeah.
and I had just broke up and it was like my first serious relationship and just wanted to go hit the road and just go do stuff. So I went with my brother and a friend of ours and we didn't even have a fucking room booked. We just went.
You don't need
Will.
a room booked for...
No.
Oh, Will? Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, you just find an empty cavern. to
Honest,
put your
it's
feet in.
this story,
that
it's
lineup,
this
yeah.
specific example that makes me pine so much harder for live fucking shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Right,
my live show's gonna happen next
dude.
year.
Like-
yeah.
Like, you're 15, and that's a huge fucking event. You're always going to remember that event.
Yeah.
Because it's so
Exactly.
fucking
Yeah, no,
epic.
all people
And
got
we
is
don't
so
even have
nice.
that right
Yeah,
now.
it's like Billie Eilish doing 007
because
songs
you
and
fuck.
shit.
You're watching us live.
And Taylor Swift
What are you
saying she's
doing?
doing folk music.
So that's one of my best fucking shows I've
That's
ever been.
incredible.
You guys are gonna wet your pants over this one. You
I
guys
just
heard
did.
of Desert Trip, right?
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You were there.
That's like
Did
the
you do all of them?
Old guys.
I went
one,
to the second
right?
weekend.
No,
fucking-
like the Who, the Rolling
Bob
Stones.
Dylan and
Oh my
fucking
God.
Bob Dylan and Rolling Stones first night. Second night is
Fuck
Neil Young and Paul McCartney.
God damn.
Third night is fucking The Who and Roger Waters' Pink
Fuck.
Floyd. That
Nice.
was just like
But okay, fuck you though. The Who isn't the same without.
I agree because
Whistle
I
and
saw
Keith Moon.
I
but they're
saw
still
the Who.
alive, but
It's
it's
still
still Daltrey
not the
and
Who.
Townsend
No.
still playing.
It's
I'm
Pete
sorry,
Townsend.
dude.
I know.
You get to see Pete Townsend windmill, and you get to fucking hear
that's-
fucking
I saw
Roger
it too.
Daltrey go, yeah, and he does this fucking like he does
Daniel,
this like
the problem
does
is
like
that
a-
Sick.
Daltrey
Yeah.
So
doesn't
good.
do the
I'm so
yeah.
jealous.
Some dude off to the side does the yeah.
no.
I was at the Anaheim.
I've seen him live
Honda
3
Center.
times.
I saw him a couple years ago.
Anaheim
They
Center.
were trash. as
You saw him
balls.
at the Anaheim
Yeah,
Center?
I was there.
No, I was at that show.
Hey, and I know Townsend was great, but Daltrey could have been a goddamn stick figure with some fucking strings on his hands. Ah! There's some guy in the background like this.
I don't believe it. I don't believe
It's
it.
fine, but to end your desert center, I am super jealous.
I'm not
That's why I'm
Super
making fun of
jealous,
you.
dude. Yeah.
I'm
Super
100%
jealous.
jealous.
I'm not gonna lie.
How did you get to do all this? Get out of here.
I let
Was that $1,000 for that weekend?
No, it was like
bajillion.
like 3 to 4.
Okay.
That's not bad at all.
Fuck.
I was
Why didn't I go to that?
because
Because he was selling
Because you
drugs
don't
with his
survey
friend. to let-
land.
I wasn't even. No, actually, it was funny that it's funny that you said.
surveyors.
I wasn't even doing that at the time. I was doing this data entry bullshit job through a friend of a friend kind of thing, and
Are you a good saver?
now I am.
Okay.
Now I am.
After Desert
No.
Trip, you're like, I'm broke.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
dude. No,
Yeah.
that's been my whole life. It's
spent
just
all my
paycheck to
money, yeah.
paycheck, just fucking like, let's go have some fun. It literally was only at the beginning of this year that I was like, you have.
Fuck.
My friend told me he's just like, how is it that you still live at home and you don't have any savings? And I was like,
And then you go, fuck.
well,
You know you gotta.
You're like, I've had a great.
you know, you got me there.
You got me. I've had a great time.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is.
I bought everything.
I was, just being young, and then you actually,
Yeah.
and now I've got a
Yeah,
girlfriend where actually things are getting
How long?
like,
Fucking.
it's honestly only been since December.
Newer? Yeah.
Yeah, she's newer,
Okay.
but
Well,
Has
you-
that been since
she's
December?
newer.
She's newer.
that's not, yeah,
got a
that's
newer
such
model.
an insulting phrase. Not newer. She's
Shout out girlfriend who's nameless at this point because you're newer. Shout out. We know.
But
you're
Shout
not.
out to the newer.
That's gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah, you're fucked
That's-
now.
But
But it's been since December.
no, not yeah,
Don't give
since
her this link.
since
Yeah.
December. But no, this girl is like, yeah, she's just
We'll find a way. We'll find a way.
something
We'll
else.
find a way.
Not unlike any relationship I've ever had. She's honestly just like just
She
gets
gave
me.
us pizza.
You met her.
Yeah.
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 That's the reason why we're
Yeah,
here
she
right
gave us
now.
pizza.
We
Yeah.
were all
And vodka.
we were all hanging
And
out
vodka.
outside of the
God.
of this
She gave us
place,
pizza
and
and
my
vodka.
girlfriend gave us all pizza.
It's the
And
angel.
vodka.
It's
Yeah.
the
And
angel that
vodka.
brought pizza and vodka to a bunch of disheveled gentlemen in the middle of the
Exactly.
You don't
To drink
deserve
more.
In an
her,
alleyway,
and you should
yeah.
know that already.
Exactly.
She is dipping down to be with you, and you should worship her. That's great. December.
Yes.
So you guys have you've gotten through all this quarantine shit together.
Well, even her having COVID.
and she had it.
Yeah, she had
Yeah.
COVID. Yeah.
The moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
COVID.
Modelo
Yeah.
virus. That's what he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen.
So you're on. Oh yeah, you're like at 9-10 months now.
Has it been that many months?
I call it 8, 9.
Okay.
Because we were seeing each other. It was very off and on, and
Do you have an official start date?
no, and
Okay.
that's the thing that we're trying to discuss because
Because a 1 year's coming.
no, yeah,
how
it
did you
is
figure
coming.
that one out? Yeah.
No, it was honestly just because of the fact when we first started dating, I was trying to work on myself.
Yeah.
And I was like not interested in trying to not that I wasn't interested in her, but not
Yeah.
I just
You ain't got time
Different
for
part-
bitches.
different-
There's a time in
I
everyone's
got
life where you're
99
like,
problems.
Yep,
Yeah.
I just can't. I just can't.
but yeah, it was just trying to figure that kind of stuff out and she had ended up persisting with me, which I look back and I just think I'm an idiot.
Like, why? Like,
Like, why
she
was
going
I-
after you?
I was but
How'd you meet? The friends of friends or?
Oh,
see with meeting her it was just a whole fucking thing.
Let it go, dude.
It was a whole thing. I was like dead adamant I'm not going to go out tonight. It was a friend of a friend's birthday party.
I see where this is headed. I'm not ready for girls right now.
No, not like that. No.
Okay,
No. I had gotten off a late ass shift,
Oh yeah.
and
Okay.
I was
I'm
like,
seriously not ready for girls right now.
and no, it
I
wasn't.
just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, I'd finished.
Yeah.
I did a notary, and
Notary too.
A notary.
What's up?
yeah, it's. I'll get into that in a sec.
Dude, hustle.
Hustle.
But I did a notary. I was fucking exhausted. I got home at like 11 o'clock. I got home to my house and it's like, hey, we're all going over to the bar. We're gonna go for Jesse's birthday, yada yada.
Do I know Jesse?
No.
I know.
And
I know Jesse.
I was this close. I was just like, dude, I'm tired. I need to get some sleep. And I said, fucking no, I need to go. Best
It's
fucking
the FOMO, the fear of missing out.
No, it wasn't fear of missing out. It was honestly it wasn't that I was gonna miss out. It was just the fact. I don't know what the fuck it was, but honestly,
Well, in retrospect,
it is one of the most for where I stand in my life right now with where I am with this girl in my life. She if I would have missed out on this,
Yeah.
I do not know what the fuck where
Yeah.
I'd be. I really don't.
Some people would call that fate.
And I know.
Yes.
And I know.
She's
some
real
people,
cool.
some people would say that.
I love her
Not
family.
me, because
Yeah.
it's bullshit.
Because
No,
I don't believe
honestly.
in anything.
Because I could get up and walk out right
Yeah.
now. Anything is up to anyone, but that's fate.
Yeah. And so honestly, I was literally in the bar. I was standing outside and I was looking inside the bar. And I literally was looking at and just drunk. I did a whole scan of the bar. I wasn't like drunk, but
You're
you know,
seeing who's
tipsy
in
enough
the
to
bar.
try and start
Yeah.
looking at people and trying to
You
distinguish
still
whether or
saw
not that was a
people.
man.
Yeah.
And then that was
Okay, that's a male.
But-
yeah.
Figure out people.
That dude looks like he eats a lot of potato chips. Like,
But
not on the menu.
I did a scan of the bar like that, and I saw her. I thought she was honest. I was like, she's a very pretty girl. And
Yeah.
I'm literally sitting there with Will, and Will and I are having this heart to heart,
Yeah.
and she's playing pool, diagonal exactly where you're sitting, and she just came up and she approached me, and I just started talking with her, and I was just like, I have to get your number.
Yeah.
and got a number, and she was trying to text me a couple of weeks after that, and I got this one text off of her where it just kind of seemed weird, and I read into it too much, and I asked Julian's advice, and he's just like, dude, no, that seems weird, yada yada, and I decided not to go against it, and I went off all my friends' advice.
Yeah.
And I realized how fucking wrong everyone was, because I wanted to follow my gut. And Mason was like, "Don't! What the fuck is going on right here?"
It's a love story theme.
my
Yeah,
breath
please
away.
keep going. Bum bum. Bum bum.
Matter, I didn't pursue it at first. She persisted, and I ended up following through. And I hope to make up for that lost time, because she's the best girl I've ever met, and she's honestly
You
just
can as soon as you listen to Beyonce and you put a ring on it, dude. If you love
Does she
me,
listen to
put a ring
Beyonce?
on it.
What?
Does she listen to Beyonce?
She's a country head.
She's
What?
a country head. No
So have you
way.
listened to more
Wow.
country in the last?
So you
That's
just
sick.
you
Not
tell her
at
about
all.
how let you
None?
take a ride.
No.
I'm a big green tractor.
What kind of country?
You
The
go
Florida Georgia
slow,
line?
may go faster.
Honestly,
Blake
she-
Shelton's the chicks.
It don't matter.
I still have to cross that
Like-
bridge with her. I
Oh.
still have to cross that bridge
love
with
You
her.
Hot
haven't gotten
dog
into
and-
her music.
No, I have, because there's a song that she played, but I feel like she's being particular because she's like,
She's only introducing
she knows
you.
I don't like country.
She's introducing you to songs she thinks you might
Yeah.
like.
She
It's
wants
like,
to-
it's like walking the
How
safe
about
line. Yeah.
this
I think
one?
I think it's gonna come to a point where I'm just gonna have to break it out in a sexual fantasy. I'll come in a cowboy hat, cowboy
Yes.
boots.
Not
Yes.
bad, dude.
Assless chaps.
Yeah.
That's how to
Yeah.
please the lady.
I'll come
No,
in.
you're absolutely
My lady will
right.
just come to me. She'll be
No,
like,
I'm just
"Hey,
kidding.
have you heard this latest Megan Thee Stallion song?" And I'm like, "What?"
No.
This chick's like, "Lick my pussy and fart in my ass." I'm like,
Wow, that's
Jesus
so aggressive.
Christ.
And then Megan's like,
This is
"Do
incredible."
that."
No.
He's like,
Are
I
you
love this music.
Are you thinking of the song? It's like
lady.
lick my pussy and my crack.
Uh-huh.
Da, da, da,
My
da,
neck
da.
on back.
that would be all right.
Oh,
But Megan Thee Stallion
extra
is like,
raunchy.
"Put your fist in my pussy till it farts." And that's what her song
That's
is all
a
about.
lot. That's
It's a lot.
a lot.
It's
yeah,
karma.
yeah.
It's a lot.
Calm.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm-
like it.
I'm glad we went from this very nice romantic story
Oh, yeah.
straight to straight.
It's
to
far too nice. It's far too. This podcast is not about romance.
It's all about ruining.
It got too cute and you just couldn't have it.
I felt like this could have been on. Yep.
Oh, you come back from the outside.
You can only turn left or turn right
Are we
depending
being
on.
roofied?
Yep.
Let's start drinking your beers.
All right, now that he's gone,
drifting along, I'm drifting along, well, I'm drifting along, but I'm thinking you. There's only one, why is there only one, and there's only one. Now wait up, I still got nothing to. Wait up, why am I running away from? Get up,
do the.
Now, that was one of the best fucking takes we ever taken.
That was a great take.
And it's only because.
Fucking great take.
It's only because we